Good morning, my friends. This is the Grim Flayer. I hope you're doing very well today, and welcome to another Modern Donation League. This one is for Deathrite Ben, a wonderful supporter, awesome guy, moderator of the Discord, and creeping tar pit aficionado. You may notice that we're playing 61 cards, the two nods to how Ben likes to build. We got the tar pit in there, and we've got the 61 card deck. These are classic signposts for the way that Ben rolls. So Ben is here with us today, actually, and we have a couple other members of the mod squad. We have maybe Lotus's Dan, and we also have Guy Catalan. So, Sideshow on Acid, this is for you, obviously. We couldn't leave you hanging. So, we're playing some Shardless Bug. It's going to be really hype. I'm going to consult each of these guys on different parts of the deck tech here for you because we all kind of work together to build the list, and it should be really fun. Before we do, thank you so much to all Patreon supporters, including a returning Inquisitor, D.A. Binder, or DeBinder. It's your guess is as good as mine. Thank you very much. We also have two more brand new supporters, Mackenzie Milton at the Inquisitor tier, and Thomas Reed, the Confidant. Truly appreciate it, and thanks again to all other patrons. Now, Ben, my friend, how you doing today, and why don't you kick off our deck tech just by telling us, you know, you've played a little bit of Bug since Shardless became legal. What attracted you to this deck? Anything else you want to talk about, your experiences thus far, you can take it away.
I'm doing great. Excited to be here. And for Shardless, this was the second deck I had played. Well, third, actually. Originally starting Magic, it was just tabletop, no format. Then, for whatever reason, my friends and I got Legacy. I built Burn, and then I got kicked in by Shardless Bug and Legacy, and I just fell in love with Shardless Bug and Legacy.
Cool, nice.
Yeah, when Shardless got unbanned in Modern, I was like, what? So excited. I was like, my card's back.
Yeah. Oh, so, enough said, man. That makes perfect sense. That's super cool. I actually never knew that.
Yeah, that's kind of the backstory. That's why I got so excited when it was unbanned. I'm like, just looking through all kinds of deck lists. And that actually was really fun because we probably looked through, 6 or 8 different deck lists?
Yes.
Trying and get finally to this one.
Yeah.
We submitted a few, so that was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I imagine everyone enjoyed going through all the lists and finding our final masterpiece here. And oh yes, I feel very well represented with the 61 cards. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you got it, man. And yeah, you're absolutely right. We have gone through a few different iterations. We had well, one of the big points of contention in Bug is actually what to play for the blue card advantage cascade roll. And for this, we're going to consult See the Truth expert Guy Catalan. So a lot of people play Ancestral Vision. Guy, you've made the argument that See the Truth is maybe a little bit better in Bug, and perhaps Ancestral Vision a little bit better in Temur. Would you like to explain yourself? Explain why.
Sure. So I think that when a lot of people call Shardless Agent, and Temur Midrange was a strategy before Shardless Bug came out as well. That was always kind of interesting. A lot of people played Ancestral Visions in that. So when Shardless Agent was spoiled and people started making deck lists, I think a lot of people just went straight to Ancestral Visions. We're like, sweet, it's the same thing. You get to Cascade, draw 3 cards, or on turn 1 you can just suspend it and draw 3 cards when it comes off suspend. But in a Bug deck, I think that you really, really, really want to go turn 1 discard, turn 2 threat or disruption, turn 3 like another discard or disruption or something, and you really don't want to suspend it on turn 1. So See the Truth versus Ancestral Visions kind of is an argument. When you cascade into it, it's the same card. Yep. You cascade, you draw 3 cards. So it becomes an argument of which is better in the hand and which is better in the graveyard. And I think in a deck that has this much 1-mana interaction with fatal pushes and discard, you really want to have that ability to go like turn 3 or turn 4. I top deck this, I cast it for 2 mana, and I can immediately play the thing that I want to get off of it.
Yeah, well said. And also with Snapcaster Mage, of course, this is See the Truth reads if it was cast from anywhere other than your hand. So it's not merely an ancestral recall off of Cascade. It's also one off of Snapcaster too. So that the arguments that you've made definitely convinced me. I said when it first came out that, like, I was one that defaulted to Ancestral Vision, but I'd heard people talking about this, and I said, we'll see how it goes. I'll test both. I'll see what gets played, whatever. I didn't think about it too much. But then when it came time around to actually start building lists, I was like, you know what? I think that makes a lot of sense. So we are playing the full 4 today. And so Snapcaster Mage guy is also something that's been in your build from day one. And I think the list that we've built here is very, very good with Snap all around. Now, people might wonder, is it a bad Cascade target? Sometimes, but as you've pointed out, you still get 4 power across 2 bodies. It's not totally dead, obviously. And that's only if you cascade into it on T3. If we're cascading into Snapcaster on T4 with an open mana, you can still get a snapback in Inquisition or whatever it's going to be. And then in the late game, it's actually a very good cascade target, provided you've got something live in the graveyard. So with that in mind, having said that, and having looked at the rest of the spells, I'd like to bring Dan in here, because we all kind of wanted to do slightly different things from the beginning. Ben's list was one way, Guy's list was a second way, my own list was a third way. My list was the spiciest, because I'm playing 3 Profane Tutor and a small Tutor package main deck and a very large Tutor package sideboard. It's probably not as optimized, but it would be very fun. But Dan brought some clarity to the situation by, we kind of settled on some common ground, and then Dan created a mid-range list and a control list as, like, really elucidating the differences between 2 major approaches. So Dan, we ended up going with your mid-range strategy, basically, and then all collaborating on how to tweak it. Would you like to walk us through maybe the differences between that and control, or anything else you want to say about it?
Sure. Okay, so I guess one way I could talk about this would be to look at those 7, nominally great to cascade into spells with See the Truth, Footfalls, and Profane Tutor. So the way that I'm conceiving of it is See the Truth and Profane Tutor really play best in a sort of a reactive shell. Like, obviously, See the Truth, not an instant. Like, these are all sorcery speed effects. But you're able to sort of respond to the opponent with, okay, what am I going to grab? Or, okay, if I have a lot of, like, instant speed spells that I can pick up with my, like, if I cascade into See the Truth and draw 3, then I can, like, maybe, like, hold up a counter spell, or I can, like, have removal. Generally, like, I think control decks leverage card advantage really well, because they don't really care to play to the board so much as they just want to have a lot of access to material. And because Ben said that he, wants to, like, lean into his strengths as a mid-range player and his familiarity with the archetype, he felt more comfortable with my mid-range version, which uses classic, mid-range threat Tarmogoyf, as well as the Footfalls, to just establish a strong board presence along the ground.
Right.
To hold the ground and allow you to turn the corner quickly, especially if you get that, like, turn 2 Goyf, turn 3 Shardless Agent into Footfalls setup.
Yes,
that would be the dream. Yep.
Yeah.
That can definitely win games. I can attest to that.
Yeah, as can I with my first run with Shardless Agent. It was in that Temur Waterfall shell, and it was shocking how hard it was for a lot of decks of all stripes to beat early Footfalls. Really, really powerful.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I did want to briefly touch on the Jace Vryn's Prodigy. So one way we could build a deck would be just, like, 3 or 4 Snapcaster Mage, and I think that would be fine. But I think that's, again, better suited to more of a control slanted approach. And then I think that Jace plays really, really well with, again, just, like, trying to play to the board like a mid-range deck would, and also, like, casting a lot of sorcery seed spells, like discard spells.
Yes.
And again, like, if you cascade into the Jace off the turn 3 Shardless, it's actually kind of good, because, yeah, it can be removed, but if not, then it's just ready to do its thing on the following turn, like potentially flipping and flashing something back, or just giving you a loot. Yep. Well, Snapcaster is kind of, like, locked in on that turn, and it's going to be a 2-1, which is fine. But this has, like, a much higher ceiling.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think this is probably better than the third snap in this shell, and that's exactly the role it seems to compete for. So, yeah, well said. So just to briefly take the audience through the rest of the list, we are on 23 lands against 61 cards. And we have maybe slightly painful mana overall, only 3 basic lands, but we have a reflecting pool to help. We have Ben's signature Creeping Tar Pit, a couple peat lands, 2 each of Shores and Marsh as the fast lands, 8 fetch lands, 2 Watery Grave, 1 Tomb, 1 Pool. We already talked about the Cascade spells. We've got a main deck Nihil Spellbomb, which is, I mean, for the last year at least, it's been a totally fine one of in just about any black-based mid-range shell. 4 push, 3 each of Inquisition and Thoughtseize. We have kind of a typical 2 trophy, 1 decay, 1 pulse BGX removal suite, but also 2 copies of Drown in the Loch. This is obviously just great in a Shardless Agent deck because you want to leverage permission if you can. You can't play Counterspell unless you want to risk the really bad Cascade, right? So Drown in the Loch does both. We talked about 4 Goyf, 2 Snap a Jace, 4 Shardless. The top end, 1 Liliana the Last Hope. This was actually my call because we were looking to maybe work in one of Lily of the Veil, something to pick up off Profane Tutor, never a bad component. But I thought maybe if it's just 1, like if you want to play Lily, it's probably more copies because she is uniquely okay in multiples, being her own discard fodder or just repeated edicts and drawing attacks, so forth. But if you only got 1 slot, maybe Lily the Last Hope can do some work. And we have kind of a small number of threats overall. So Lily minusing to buy back a Shardless or a Goyf or Snap, whatever, it's going to be good. But we've also got other ways to win the game with 2 Jaces at the top end. So that's what the main deck looks like. In the sideboard, we've got a mix of old familiars and new staples. 2 Plagueman, 2 Brutality, a Necromentia, a Break the Ice, a Sudden Edict, a Hurkyl's Recall, 2 Ashiok Dreamrender, Force of Vigor, Collector Ouphe Trophy, and 2 more copies of Spellbomb for 3 total in the 75. As you can see here, we are respecting a lot of the what have become format staples over the last maybe 6 months, but we're also expecting some of the new archetypes given brand new life by MH2, such as Affinity, Hardened Scales, Asmore, food, whatever else. So, Ben, let's bring it back to you, man. Anything else you'd like to say? Any card you'd like to focus in on? Or anything else that you'd like to round out the deck tech with before we get into our league? Maybe Ben stepped away.
Yeah, I was on mute. My dog was barking. Sorry about that.
No, you're good, man. I was just saying, is there any final thing you'd like to say or any card you'd like to talk a little bit more about? Anything at all?
Yeah, JVP, I think we missed that, but it also will flashback See the Truth for 3 cards, which was a fun
true
thing. I went and I flashed it back to my graveyard expecting to just, look at 3 cards and bam, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, recall.
Very nice. Yep.
Just a fun comment, I guess. But other than that, good to go.
Cool.
Excited.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Ben, for your support, and thank you, Guy and Dan, for joining us today. Thanks, everybody out there, for watching. Now let's play a little Bug in Modern. This is very, very exciting. We're going to have tons of fun. Let's go. Maybe it got filtered for decency by YouTube. All right, boys, we are on the draw with what looks like a mid-range hand. The Tar Pit making up, I would say, in some way for only 3 spells, and I think it's a keep.
Yeah, there we go. We were on Thoughtseize into Goyf with the counterspell / removal spell.
Yeah, seems good.
We should be clear to fetch a basic if the incentives don't change. We can play Breeding Pool and have all of our colors.
Absolutely.
Mid-range mirror here.
Well, it's not a Lurrus deck, not a Lurrus companion deck, so very possible. Possibly Cat Rock with Lurrus in the main?
Yeah.
I was thinking that or Shadow.
I feel like so many Shadow decks play Lurrus companion. I've
seen a few people playing just classic Traverse with Street Wraith recently.
Did they reveal companion? What's that card zone that's got 1 card in it?
Did they?
I see it.
No,
No,
that's
that's the
awful.
effects.
Yeah.
Okay. Reveal card effects.
Down goes Thoughtseize, and
That was a good shadow.
I don't know if I mentioned this in the deck tech to the audience, but I think Guy and Dan, barring anything coming up, are going to be with us for the duration. Ben will be doing fatherly duties and mostly on mute, but in and out, just so everybody kind of knows who's around, who's talking, who's calling the shots. We're getting our hand ripped to pieces here, and obviously they're representing push pretty hard. Do we play into it, or is there an argument to not?
Yeah, I would probably just play it out.
If we don't do that, we could even, like, we're getting kind of flooded and they're not really doing anything. Like, we could even consider cracking Peatland. You know, that's kind of a strange play on turn 2, but
we could. It's important to try to figure out what deck they are, I think, because it would be pretty bad to play Goyf into Liliana. Like, if we think they might be Cat Rock with main deck Lurises, they could be easily playing Liliana 3, and then we just pitch a land. Maybe the +1 hurts them more than us, and then we can pulse her. So I'm almost thinking we don't play. But I also don't know if I want to crack Peatland. I think I want to play Breeding Pool and say go.
All right, I can get behind not playing Goyf.
sure. Yeah.
But I definitely wouldn't crack Peatland until we have 3 lands after we crack Peatland.
Agreed. So an
There's a lot of our
interesting
decks are 3
spot.
mana.
And if they're on Luris, they'll just 2 for 1 for
Yeah.
a bauble, and then we'll also just still have Pulse. And in that case, we'll maybe be punished for not playing Goyf, but they could also have just had push anyway.
Ooh, it
but-
is
Okay, so
Shadow.
they very well could be a shadow deck with, like, Gurmag Angler, and like Goyf or something.
Yeah.
I think, to me, it just looks like Traverse Shadow.
But what's the reason for not playing Luris Companion? It's got to be something like
Traverse is a fun
Gurmag.
card to cast.
I thought we were going to see an Angler. All right, well, that's a good reason not to play Goyf. I guess we get to pulse this one. All right.
Yeah, we don't have to take any damage if we don't want to.
Yeah, I think we probably don't want to, so.
Yeah. So I guess Street Wraith and just being able to traverse with Delirium is reason enough to not play Luris? I don't know, that's kind of questionable. I guess you can just tutor for it if you have Delirium. It's an interesting call.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think it's the best way to play Shadow, but it's how I play Shadow. I'm not a big fan of playing Luris in the sideboard.
The fun factor, I think, is pretty important in Magic. Maybe the tar pit's just gonna get across.
Just gonna say that. That's pretty cool. But yeah.
Hey, that's a good one.
Should we? Okay.
I would just slam Shardless Agent.
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking about Snapcaster Mage. Obviously, we'll have time to, Thoughtseize.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. The Geek Cat last
What's up?
special.
Woo!
Hey.
And an Inquisition. Let's go.
All right, we're having fun.
We are. We want to
Only
grab.
two.
I think we're grabbing Basic Swamp here.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm behind it.
And that right there is why we're here, folks.
That was already so hype.
Even the floor of our next turn is just See the Truth into Goyf.
Oh, Grim, we didn't talk about the basic choice. That's an excellent call.
Oh yes, we will talk of basics here. Let's just figure the
Okay.
discard first.
You're playing like Grief
Probably
potentially.
just want to take the Fatal Push, I think. Can you pull up Malakir Rebirth for me? That's the one where you lose 2 life, you turn something that died this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think taking push makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, if we just can play Goyf next turn, I think that's going to be reasonable for us.
Yep. All right, so basics are all from Masters Edition 3, which I don't know what that correlates to in paper, but I do sadly know that in paper they're all white bordered, unfortunately. So these lands are incredible, but I don't think they're available in black border in paper. This I thought was a very Sultai land, and we'll see the forest and the island when they come up. But
I really like that swamp. I think that's from one of the Portal sets, if you know those.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's Portal 3 Kingdoms or like this. Maybe it's the second one, but those are among my favorite series of like basic land sets.
Mm-hmm. No,
So if
for
they
sure.
dismember our Shardless Agent here, can we read them for having Scourge in their deck?
I think Scourge is reasonable. We're taking the hit,
I
right?
think I would, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, Snapcaster to Flashback Pulse would be hype.
Let's go. No, but we've just drawn Fatal.
I mean, not bad.
So probably just lead on See the Truth.
Agreed.
It's not really that bad to cast either. Hey, look at that.
Sick.
So I haven't resolved this card before. The Fairway. Put one of those into your hand, so I'm choosing Loch here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it doesn't reveal or anything like that. It's just a true impulse effect.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You can push plus drown, get in there.
Yep.
Which I prefer to getting a Tarmogoyf.
I think removing their creatures is better, I agree, than playing our own. It also makes their removal better. They can just get in for damage next turn if we don't.
We'll say that from my testing of my version of the deck, at least, this deck just messes up Shadow.
I can believe it.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's mostly true of most Shardless Agent decks, to be fair.
Yep.
But I could definitely
having Fatal Push is just night and day probably between the more high variance ways to line up against a deck like this with Teamer.
Totally true. Yep.
All right, so here comes a
Even
Spellbomb.
with Jund.
Yeah, even with Jund.
We're playing a deck that has 4 Fatal Push, 2 Assassin's Trophy, 1 Abrupt Decay, 2 John of the Loch in the main deck.
All right, so do we trade Tar Pit for the Dismember and then stick a Goyf? Have them at 6?
I don't want to
5 actually, or do we crack?
I kind of want to just cycle. Yeah, I kind of want to just cycle up Peatland.
That was my
Agent.
inclination.
I would.
Sure.
Yeah, I would
We have a lot of
much
good
rather,
draws from this position.
Cool.
Yeah. Or Snapcaster See the Truth. I guess we can't do that.
Yeah, or that. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess we now attack to see if they'll Dismember here first.
I think it would be better for us if we don't trade the Tar Pit for Dismember. I think that'd be a really good one to be able to save if possible.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So if they were to cycle the Spellbomb on something, could they Dismember the Tarmogoyf? I want to say no. Probably we've both got a lot of card types. Creature, instant, sorcery, artifact, land for them. Instant, sorcery, land. Okay, their graveyard's got Delirium, and then we don't. So if they were to do that on themselves and Dismember Goyf, I think it would work. But I don't think that's a reason to not play the Goyf.
I agree, and then they're also taking they're either not getting the draw off of Spellbomb or they're taking an extra.
Taking some damage, yep.
Yeah.
And if they do that, maybe they just started the Tar Pit. I think that would be the most hype way to end it. A game 1 would be the Ben special Tar Pit attack for lethal.
Love it. Something I wanted to say about Tar Pit real quick. I really like keeping it as a final option. You burn a lot of mana into it, and it feels real bad when it dies to especially a push or something. But it's also a good planeswalker killer when you got a clogged board.
Oh yeah.
In terms of utility, but I just like to save it till last second emergency uses type of deal.
For sure. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. I think in the previous case, it's there was an interest in maybe trading it for this Dismember just because we're so far ahead, especially if we were going to break on Peatland, which we did, but overall I still agree. We're dodging sorcery, speed removal, we're getting by blockers. There's the Traverse. Good call on that.
All right, if you end up watching this YouTube video, I am also a Traverse believer. Respect it. Street Race should be in the deck. Lure should be in the main deck, not
awesome.
sideboard.
Really good card. Ooh, stylish win. Well, not a win. Yeah, a win, right?
No, yeah, we just kill him. Yeah, we just bounce the shadow and kill him.
Very cool.
Jace the Dome Sculptor.
Pow.
Wow, that's the true mid-range Jace, you know? Like, just turn
really
4,
was.
kill you.
Very nice. Very nice, guys. Okay, so against Traverse Shadow, I think all removal is in the mix. Spellbombs, Sudden Edict. Those are the best, right? And then we've got maybe a role for stuff like this if we have baddies in the main deck, but I doubt we do.
See. I'd probably cut down on like a Thoughtseize or two.
Same. All right. I think we're just gonna
Jace
get all
Vryn's
four of
Prodigy
these
doesn't
in.
seem great.
That's interesting. I think the Jaces in general are possibly all slightly questionable here on the draw.
Yeah,
I think I'd keep the 4-mana Jaces. It's just like Jace Vryn's Prodigy dies to every removal in their deck, and they also showed us main deck Spellbomb.
You're right.
Yeah, I forgot to mention this when I talked about the Jace and the deck tech. Jace is like, it's just a lot worse when the opposing deck has a lot of removal. That should be pretty obvious.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
No,
So
maybe cut like last
definitely a good one to cut.
Jace here.
Yeah.
Sorry, last Thoughtseize and
Jace. Maybe Lily Last Hope over Jace. As
Um,
much as it pains me, I think I cut the Lily Last Hope over Jace. Because it hurts my body to say that.
oh, we actually don't have to cut because we have to play 61
Oh,
because
that's
we
right.
registered.
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I think this is a very fine setup. I just did want to mention that maybe there's some scope for Ashiok if we were concerned about Traverse, because it hurts that, and also it hurts their graveyard. So it's like double duty against Traverse and makes their potential Lurrus like worse and stuff. It's
All
like
true.
a pretty slow card, so I don't think we necessarily want it, but it's kind of interesting, I think.
I think on the play we can reconsider for that.
We have a
just
really
not a
strong
fan
setup,
of-
though. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Ashiok in against Shadow decks.
I'm a fan of 0 to 1 on the play, depending on the build. It is a good call though, and the 61 thing is funny because as I was getting this list ready, I was like, "What am I missing? Why are we at 61? Everything matches." And then, aha, we're not missing anything. This is exactly how it was meant to be.
Yeah, this is just a baller index setup or post side setup here for the Shadow deck.
Yeah, almost a main deck setup though. We just kind of made
Yeah.
relatively
Just
minimal
few
changes.
cards.
Like I said, like we're playing playing 4
We have a
Fatal Push,
lot
2
of card
Assassin's
advantage
Trophy,
and a
Abrupt
lot of
Decay,
removal.
and 2
Great.
drowns.
Yep.
Yup. Somebody's got me echoing a little bit. I don't know if we
Okay.
can do anything about that. This hand is one of the better 2-card hands I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think we're gonna keep it. Begrudgingly, kind of.
I can do that.
Yeah, I think I would keep it. Not be like super happy about it, but
Here's our Masters Edition 3 Sultai Forest. There was
Pretty good.
no more overtly Sultai looking one. We've got a little bit of water in the front, and we've got a little bit of shade, like beckoning you forward. So if the
it's good.
sky was if it was like Twilight, I think this would be more of a Sultai land, but still pretty sweet.
That was a good card.
Yep. You know we're just going to draw out of this, right? Like, they're just going to say, okay, we took the 2-for-1, they only have one card, we're just going to draw removal spells for days into a Planeswalker.
The gas keeps coming.
Here it goes. All right.
We get our untapped Sultai Triumph next turn.
A Volrath quote. Could it get any better?
It's really nice to be able to play Reflecting Pool when you're not just missing your first and second land drop.
Yes.
I've noticed
Agreed. Opponent without a third land and without any kind of proactive thing to do to try to hit it.
Yeah, they probably should have cracked that Spellbomb last turn.
Yeah, I would think so. They haven't used the Bauble either to filter, but they're playing around our discard, I guess. Anyway. We flood a little bit, that's okay. Like, if they're going to be this cautious, I guess, we continue to make land drops, we pull ahead in at least one important way. Really
yeah, I think our deck wins a long game.
Yeah. I wonder if we could wonder about Veil of Summer here. Like, if they do have a threat, they're trying to make the third land drop to protect it with Veil, but I'm going to kind of walk that back as soon as I say it. Because
Ollie G, I hope not.
Yeah.
Please, kind sir, do not veil me.
Okay.
The gas keepeth coming.
Yeah, we're gassed up.
This reminds me of just like having a control hand against Shadow. It's just like path, Snapcaster Mage, little Teferi. And like you don't have a way to win, but you know you can't lose.
Yeah. Okay. Are we...
We have... A thought of mine is to drown in the locket and maybe hope that they just spellbomb themselves.
That is an interesting thought.
Of course, we're hoping just...
Yeah, I
till the end of time, no Veil of
still
Summer.
kind of want to lean on this for permission.
Yeah.
I think I like Decay here, but I definitely see the idea. I think it's a good idea.
Don't fetch. Please don't fetch.
Oh.
Good old Veil of Bummer.
Malakiri
okay.
Rebirth? Okay, we accept.
We can get behind that one.
Alright, now we're just pushing here, I think.
Yeah. They got me scared.
Yeah, same. Doesn't matter much. Whoa. We got threats. Kinda. It's actually not a bad draw. I don't think, strangely enough.
Well, our opponent isn't really doing much.
Yep.
Spend 4 might be fine. Also, is our opponent just playing... We haven't seen any shadows. Maybe they're just not playing Death Shadow.
They tutored a shadow and we bounced it with Jace at the end.
Oh, you're right.
G1.
So they're just playing Golgari Shadow?
So it seems.
They're braver than I am.
I've gotten a strange amount of
Brave
questions over the years of people asking, like, how would you build... Okay. Nice use case here for Drown.
There's that grief.
And even if they...
Yeah, it was a good call as well. You guys have figured them out.
I wonder if they like the channel. I guess Malakir Rebirth, you do see it around, but you were definitely the first one I heard.
Spelling themselves here.
Right. Oh, that's wow, that's really heads up play.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
I mean, we still get to just put the Snapcaster in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, true enough.
Grief is a 3/2, correct?
Yep, 3/2 menace.
Yeah, with a menace.
Okay.
We got a shock.
Out of basics.
Ooh, I misplayed. Decay can't target Grief. GG.
Only we had 1 more mana.
Yep. Yeah, so... Yeah, you guys figured out. Grief and Traverse, they're kind of trying to do a lot, right? But... It's an interesting project. Oh, look at us. Look at us.
It's pretty good.
Pretty great. Not gonna lie.
Always feels good to make your opponent spellbomb, like your Traverse the Ulvenwald opponent, spellbomb themselves for no value.
Yeah, and they're only a 2-color deck, but they don't appear to have another basic to get.
It is interesting.
Oh, whoa.
So I assume that you would play 2-color Shadow without Tamer Battle Rage because you're not that concerned about playing. Maybe it's a good setup for if you expect your Shadow burn yourself out plan to not be very good. If it's burn, you can maybe take less pain off of your mana base, or if all your creatures are dying, you can cycle, maybe they play 4 Peatland, more than usual. They can cycle those.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure, that makes sense. So we got to take the pulse here with our rhinos coming.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if that'd be a good draw or not, but it certainly was. So, assuming they attack here, I think we take the hit. Going to 11 doesn't seem particularly frightening to me here.
Yeah, I agree. Concur.
Okay.
Whoa, no attack.
Okay, they're playing the Death Shadow control game. I like it.
If we're going to have to draw land, I guess that's the one to draw.
Yep.
Shardless Agent into See the Truth. Let's go. I haven't seen any Shardless Agents this game.
No.
Unfortunate.
Yes, indeed.
Almost a Shardless Agent.
Pretty close.
It just gets us one card closer.
That's right. The question is, who does Shardless Agent work for? An agent on whose behalf?
He works for us. He works for me and Ben. I'm very
was
much
that
like
card
Ben.
from the Alara Reborn block? Is that why he's the Shardless Agent?
No. It was first printed in the Plane Chase 2012.
But I don't know. I wonder if that's what the name is in reference to the different shards, and it's not one of them.
Could be. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, if he was printed in those blocks, he would be a shard full agent, right? Like a shard agent.
Yeah, I guess he's part of at least, like 2 of the shards.
Shardless Agent.
Shard full agent.
It's not bad.
No, it is not.
See the truth.
That's a
Better
good.
than Ancestral Vision.
Yeah, right here.
Like when you're not actually
1000%.
dying, like it's really good to be able to spend 2 mana on that effect, honestly.
Woo.
Probably pretty good.
Go.
No!
Oh.
That's a So when we were discussing the deck a little bit in private, we were talking about how this, like, we were sort of conceiving of this a little bit as like a successor to like a blue rock, like the Spreading Seas build. So if we think of See the Truth in comparison to some of like classic rocks card advantage tools like Cling to Dust, I think just See the Truth is just a far superior rate for just it giving you so much card selection and then potentially velocity if you can do
Oh,
the
goodness.
Oh.
Yeah, no, completely.
So I was really impressed with
Oh,
seeing it
goodness.
there for 2 mana.
Yep.
And like when making this deck, it's definitely something I realized is like in my mind, this is like the 2021 rock deck.
Yep.
Where,
Yeah, I have
like-
the same view.
Yeah. Like I think as much as I hate it, Modern has kind of maybe moved past just straight Golgari a little bit.
Oof.
Goodness.
Can we move past these top decks though?
The real
I can
question.
try.
The real question.
Like this doesn't look like 2021 rock to me. This looks like Old Faithful.
I wish we
But no,
had
so go back to what I was
2020
saying.
rock for Hex Drinker right now.
Yeah. It's another reason why I like See the Truth better. Because like in the rock, like our threat suite is not as high quality as the rest of Modern. Like 3 mana 2/2 in Tarmogoyf. I think Modern's just kind of passed these things up a good bit. I think we
Yeah,
need to be
there's
like
a lot of truth to that.
proactively disrupting your opponent. Not that like I don't think like obviously I think Tarmogoyf and Shardless Agent are great, but you have to do things with them pretty proactively.
Yep. All right, a decent top deck. Let's go. All right, about time. About.
All right, come on, give us some justice.
Not one of the 2 Inquisitions.
Yes.
Almost anything else.
See the Truth, number 4.
Trophy.
That's good. That's
very nice.
it's fine.
Are
could've
we?
been better.
Yeah, true.
Just the Goyf, I
Yeah.
think.
Yep.
I think just go if it's harder. Potentially they have removal
might
for
not-
the agent.
Does our opponent not have any fetchables off this Bloodstained Mire? It's remained uncracked for a very long time.
Okay, let's try to figure out their mana base. So they probably have a lot of fetch lands for Shadow. They've
Yeah,
got
right.
maximum 4 Tomb. I don't know if they even have that many, and they only showed us 2 basic lands. And
They
then they
have to have
definitely have 4
multiples.
Verdant. So
I think the 4 Peatland was a heads-up call that you made a while back. Not that we've
yeah,
seen
so
that
like
many,
4
but
of that,
seems
2
likely.
basic 6, at least the Bloodstained and the. Or no, they showed us at least 2 Bloodstained and Malakir Rebirth.
Yeah, that's a part of
They
it.
could even potentially be playing like fewer lands if they've got Traverse.
Right. Despite grief, I think they probably are.
I mean, yeah, they realistically only might have like 5 or so
That's
fetchable
top
lands,
here.
or sorry, like 4, maybe even 4.
All right, got a top deck.
Okay. Very nice.
It's a good one.
Are we
give it-
brainstorming? Or
Yeah,
are we
I think it's brainstorm here.
staying alive guaranteed? Okay.
I'll go for the brainstorm. I mean, like the
I
balance.
roll.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got 3 mana. We have enough to Snapcast. Or no, we don't have another Snapcaster in the deck.
Brainstorm into Shardless into. Oh, yeah, we have 1 more Footfalls. That would be good.
Okay. Let's do it.
We would actually die to that. Wait, no, menace is 2 or more creatures, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So we'd go to 1 off of the shadow creature.
Well.
So we need to be able to remove
Yes,
both of these if
but-
we're fetching. It's kind of awkward. I don't know
So
if we can.
have to
Yeah,
just
so-
spellbomb and to exactly push here to stay alive, I think.
Yeah, so we put back, Spellbomb, Jace, play at the Catacombs, fetch.
Well,
Well, yeah,
well, yeah,
no,
but if
we
it's
are dead if
pushed,
we
though, you're
fetch
dying
anyway.
to one
Yeah.
of the other creature we don't remove if
Yeah,
it's
you're right.
pushed.
So we die.
We are just dead. Yep.
Do we have a basic to get? So we can go
Island?
Jace bounce. Oh no, we died
No.
either one. Yeah, okay, yeah,
we
we're dead.
don't have a basic anyway.
That
Unreal.
feels
I
bad.
think there are a lot of spots
Yeah.
in this deck where you want to get a second swamp, but we didn't want to play the swamp, so
Yeah. Oh, we had other things to
it is
do.
what it is.
So on the play, maybe Ashiok, JVP are the only two that we could consider. I don't know that we actually want either, but they are considerations. And
Yeah, I just wanted to
Still not a
talk
fan
about
of
Ashiok.
Ashiok.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary. I think our 61 we have is strong.
Okay. Let's just not flood as much. That would be a
Yeah.
great way to maximize our 61's performance here.
To be fair, we were like 1 card away from being able to pull away that game.
Yeah.
Like 1 impactful card. And we did keep a 5-lander and drew a lot of lands.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just not have Veilsummer cast against us this game.
Yeah, that was rough. All right, we're
Okay.
playing. It is a little but I think we're playing.
Yeah.
Can we afford to fetch Forest for the Footfalls T1? Or should we
I think so.
be doing something else? You think,
Think
so?
so.
I think
yeah.
just having like 1 of each Sultai land is fine.
I think
Guess we
probably
really
Ether's
want to
fine.
be prudent. We could go Breeding Pool, but
What'd you say, Dan?
I think the breeding pool or the forest is either would be fine. It would be nice to be able to like if we don't draw anything we want to play, like we can see the truth off of that blue.
Yeah, I
So
think I'm
that's
going to
kinda
get
nice.
Breeding Pool for that.
Like we can maybe be like I don't know fetching island if we want to be conservative with the life total like on turn 3.
Yeah, I don't want them to trophy us and have no land to get.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that is kind of annoying.
So we take the 3. As we've seen, they're not exactly pedal to the metal here, so shouldn't be that bad.
maybe we just draw a bunch of lands and lose because I said that this deck dunks on Shadow. I like that they're doing this.
Yeah, if they have
Seems pretty good
Malakir
for us.
Rebirth, it could be rough.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That could be rough.
But otherwise, I agree.
Oh, they don't have the
They
Malakir
don't.
Reaper.
Down
Okay.
goes see the truth. All right.
Yeah, like that's just not that bad for us.
Right, exactly. Oh.
Let's hope
guess.
they don't have like blue source, white source, Teferi Time Raveler.
Or let's hope they don't just have a pulse waiting in the back pocket.
Right,
But we'll at least
realistically,
get
yeah.
a couple.
That would
that's
be terrible.
That's a realistic one that misses.
We could draw Veil's. No, we don't have that card. Yeah. Okay.
No.
This
We
is
could
cool.
just draw a
deck.
discard.
We have respect for the
or
game.
permission.
Yeah, we have respect for the game. Yeah.
Shardless Agent says no veil allowed. Come on now.
The secret best text on that card.
Veilless Agent. Oh. Second main? Question mark. Oh. Second main.
getting that
grab
basic
and
land.
First for a basic. I like
make our
that.
trophies better. Let's go.
I don't know if we talked about it at the time, but them having to exile a shadow to get that pseudo Thoughtseize off
Yeah,
is, I think, like that was really favorable for us given like what our hand was.
absolutely agreed.
I mean, at that point, I think you just hold on to the grief till turn 4.
Yeah. I would have.
All right, Shardless Agent off the top. Let's go.
Come on, come on.
Let's go.
No, but
All
we
right.
are We're stacked as
awful on
usual.
this.
As usual, we're just stacked.
I wonder if there will be some future card that allows a black player to like take a card from the opponent's hand and just cast it that turn or something like that. I was just thinking about from the opponent's perspective, like we were just elucidating how like if they had a
Void
pulse,
Walker.
it would be insane. If they could like take our pulse and use it against us, that'd be just dirty.
It's trending that
I mean,
way. That's like basically Grief Voidwalker mashed up. So like the pieces are there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had Voidwalker out, we have that now.
Yeah, true enough.
So
Yep.
we can
We're in the gen
trophy-
spot where you're just like,
Yeah.
what's that?
I was going to say, we can trophy aggressively here because we know they only have one more basic to fetch. At most, they could even have the forest in hand. If they played a threat. I'm not going to trophy a land, though. Although
Yeah.
I want to.
Grim the animal.
Absolutely no respect for
Okay.
anything or anyone.
So I think now is actually just a great time to play the creature into removal because we don't really care because we have just a ton of creatures coming.
I was going to double check that with you guys, but that's exactly my thinking.
Oh, yeah, we're jamming. We're jamming.
And choosing to take the damage. Oh, okay. They're not playing Fatal Push. They just want to take damage. Sure.
Yep.
Classic Shadow Lines. Oh, fetching upkeep. This guy plays Legacy. Unfortunately, no Stifle from us.
Ooh,
Shardless Agent also says no to that card, to be fair.
exactly.
Hey, it's good that Modern Horizons 2 didn't bring Stifle with it.
Yeah.
That was great for
Agreed.
everybody's sanity.
Absolutely.
Just had to add a little quote to new quote to the quotes channel there. I have absolutely no respect for anything whatsoever. The Grim Flayers. Did he exile Lurrus to cast Grief?
We are
Oh,
we are having a lot of
Jeez.
respect shown to our hand.
goodness gracious. Are they gonna maybe they're gonna rebirth now?
Yeah, they might have found a
I mean,
rebirth.
I think that
They
would
better
better
if
make
they
sense,
did.
but that would still be so good for us.
Yeah.
Just exiled him.
Wild. Maybe they really do conceive of themselves as the control. Maybe that's
think
kind
so.
of like how they've built their deck.
All right, so at least
Okay.
they're doing this.
Yeah, I mean, this is good, and if they have a veil to to cap it all off, then who knows?
I will scream.
Yeah.
All right, so like Inquisition off the top is maybe best draw.
Inquisition should be very live.
Wearing no double Veil of Summer.
All right.
All right, no Veil, please. If we don't draw a discard, I think we want to keep this trophy.
We draw Snappy. Okay. The upkeep,
Will
huh?
be good.
It does let them cantrip potentially into Veil, but also if they don't have it, we just win if we trophy the Shadow right now.
Why is that?
Because we attack for lethal. Oh, no.
Well, the
Rhinos don't have...
rhinos-
Sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
No, never mind. Okay, so that does change incentive. So do you want to just swing and pass? The
Probably
other
not
thing I
swing.
said is
Oh, we don't have to respect team or battle rage from what we've seen.
Yeah.
So
I think
that might
let's
change.
trophy now, because if we trophy right now, like we do want to attack, and if they have Veil, then we don't want to attack.
Fair.
I think we do it right now to figure out if we're attacking.
Is that cool with you, Dan?
Yeah, I'm fine with trophying.
All right. Don't
Don't do it.
cast a Veil.
Just don't do it.
Gotta keep it PG for the YouTube, but please, sir.
No.
So
I hate that card.
if they don't have Team
Do
or
not
Battle
like it.
Rage, can we just attack? Because they're not going to be able to kill us if they don't have that card, right?
I think we still can attack, actually. But
So and then
Yeah, I
maybe
guess
it
that's
needs
true.
to
We have a
take
ton of
attack,
rhinos.
actually, with their grief because like we're threatening to kill them, and we have 2 blockers anyway that kill it.
yeah. Man, I hate that card.
Yeah.
That's one of those similar to Uro and Feel the Dead, where I haven't had it yet, but if opponent casts that against me in paper, they might lose fingers. I don't know. It won't be on purpose. I just see red when I see Veil of Summer.
Yeah, you can't be blamed.
Inconsolable fit of rage, and I start scratching and I bite. It's not pretty.
The clock is becoming very relevant for our opponent.
I didn't even notice.
I've never timed out a shadow player before, but
They're playing Shadow Control. Control decks use the clock. I don't know if they're really control. I'm just kind of joking, but
You're playing Shadow. I
it
exile
all
my
sort of
awareness.
tracks. Yeah.
Oof.
Jeez.
So if they attack out, I think we're gonna kill the Shadow here.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. They don't, which is probably correct.
Land for Snapcaster Mage.
They have Spellbomb
I think
now.
any land, any non. Oh right.
Kind of just want to draw a kill spell for their shadow.
Shardless into kill spell.
Okay.
Okay. So
Well,
maybe we just like play land pass, try to be cagey with the snap.
That is one option. The other option is to force them to Spellbomb so they don't draw.
Just make him use it.
And if so, we're holding up Trophy, which is fine. We're representing that with Snap. So it's really one or the other. Forcing them to use it to not draw is actually interesting if we are playing to the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
So they are just dead.
like they're
next
dead
turn.
to our creatures. Like if nothing changes,
Yeah.
so
They are
I think
just
we do
dead
probably
next
want to
turn.
make a move.
Yeah, that's where
I would force them to
leaning.
use it.
Okay.
Because we have them dead on board, if they don't have like a kill spell or a threat, I kind of like make them use the spell bomb.
I don't know if we want to fetch first. I don't know if it really
Or-
matters.
No, like every card in their deck is a kill spell or a threat.
Or
Yeah.
discard. Sorry, let's figure out how to fetch. And so if they let
Probably
it
fetch
resolve,
basic
we're gonna
anything.
get Trophy here probably, right? Or See the Truth, I guess.
Like we have 2
Probably
colors
should
of
be.
everything. I think probably just like basic forest is fine.
Sure.
If we get trophied here, whatever.
Yep.
We just hope for no Maelstrom Pulse, please.
Yeah, for real.
I hate Phil Summer.
Okay, what are we getting here? Trophy? Or See the
Yeah,
Truth?
thank-
The greed in me wants to go for See the Truth. Just trophy. Yeah, I would just get trophy.
Realistically, they should just use
Yeah,
it. I
they
think.
still might,
Well,
but-
let's see.
How quickly they clicked through that made me wonder, but yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Maybe if I had
All right.
clicked quicker, they would have not gotten there. Anyway,
Yeah, so-
pass.
And Goyf was grown by that.
Yeah, interesting. I didn't even really calculate that, but
Cool. All right. No removal, no threats, and we win the game. Although I suppose we can't really swing out because then we would lose.
Um.
Maybe not, because there's probably a chump block.
Well, so they have a blind draw and then they have something, and it was a land. I think we can swing out knowing that they have a land. So they have a draw with Peatland and they have like 1 card. We don't have
Okay,
any.
so let's say they
information
draw
about.
into push. Assuming they don't just cast Maelstrom Pulse here. They draw, like they crack Peatland and they have push in hand. Attack all out. They have to chump block with grief, and they eat 2 of our guys. We're not dead on the crackback, and then we win.
I think we actually lose if we attack all out and they have push.
If they have that, yeah. I don't know how
How's that?
likely it is. Yeah. So now So I don't think their card was very good if that's what they're doing. Is it another creature?
Interesting.
I kind of just want to put 3 rhinos in front of the shadow. Or no, they can't kill us here, right?
I don't think there's any way in green black that
Yeah,
they
they're
can
not killing us.
kill
so
us
now
literally.
they're-
I don't know if there's some kind of like howl from beyond.
I think
sort
they're
of
gonna play a
card.
Tarmogoyf here.
Oh, they could like delve.
I think
they
they're
could
gonna
play
play a
like that
Tarmogoyf.
delve card, but like I don't think that would kill us. That would put us to like 3. You know the
I would
plus
just put.
6 elements.
I
would
want to
just put 3
take this
rhinos.
hit.
Like I don't know if they can kill us. It would be like mutagenic growth and common immense. Should be
Okay.
weird cards to keep in their deck.
I think we're taking the hit.
I think it's fine. Let's just see what they have, I guess.
Because now we have so many more ways to kill them on the
It's probably
card
just
deck.
another creature.
I think so.
Yeah, I think you're just playing Tarmogoyf here.
Which if they play a creature, like yeah, they gotta be dead. That doesn't even block.
Blocker.
Yeah.
I think it's
Well,
like,
now they have
easily
to
just
chump block. Oh no, that's not.
No, they're just dead. They're dead to. We have so much trample damage. It's insane.
We are definitely, they're dead. Yeah, okay.
Hell's not any good against this dude. What's up?
GG.
GG, well played. Rhino's OP. Okay. Well, that one took a
All right,
while.
good lead, guys.
But yeah, for real, feels like kind of like that. But yeah, nicely done. Nicely navigated. A real interesting one, as midrange versus shadow often is. Not the most orthodox shadow build, but people be trying all kinds of stuff. And yeah, we, despite some flood, get over the line. Nicely done. On the play, we're going rhinos into Goyf into agent. This is the aggro hand. I think it's a keep.
Yeah. Sweet.
Sultai aggro hand.
Basic forest, given the Goyf
Yeah, we have-
especially, is what we should
Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable. And potentially, like, they're a Blood Moon deck. Like,
Yeah.
maybe we want to get our basic swamp, you know?
do. Yep,
Or
yep.
burn.
You do
Yeah.
never know.
I think like. Oh, I guess we don't have. No.
Could be another grief deck.
I hope so. I feel like we mess up Greek decks.
We did with that one, that's for sure.
Well, I guess we mess up grief decks when they exile shadows and lurises to the grief.
Yeah, that helped. All right.
Oh, I do really enjoy how Shardless Agents is 2 types for Goyf. I think that's pretty sweet
It
synergy.
is. Yeah, it's huge.
I always forget it's an artifact. Well, we're really good at drawing lands, huh?
Yep.
There's one thing we're good at, it's that.
There it is.
There it is.
There will be no responses.
Nope. I'm interested in thinning and concealing info here.
Seems good.
Bitter Blossom.
Oh, rhinos are really good against Bitter Blossom tokens.
Yeah. If they don't play a
I
third
think-
land, maybe we let it. Oh, they do play a third land. I
Yeah,
was going to
think
let
we
it
still
live.
Trophy.
Still a trophy.
I think so. Bitter Blossom.
Seems
Yeah,
pretty reasonable.
I agree.
Bitter Blossom.
If we are against a grief deck, we could turn on Hardcast Solitude this way, which could be rough for us. But is Bitter Blossom a good card alongside those? I really don't know. I mean, maybe if you conceive of it as like it's a mid-rangey card, it's also quite good sometimes early and pretty dead when you're behind or when it's late. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at here, but drawing another trophy seems good. Rewards us for using that first one.
So the Triumph kind of throws me off, but like I was thinking they could be tokens. But
Yeah,
yeah, no, I
Triumph
think
is
that they're
interesting.
probably They could even be like a
So
smallpox.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think you
well,
would still play Voidwalker and smallpox.
Rhinos, these lingering souls. Never thought I'd say that, but
Yeah. Yeah. Also,
I also never thought I'd be on black-based mid-range and not just lose lingering souls.
Yeah, right.
oh yeah.
Yes, I think there's smallpox stuff.
All right, let's go Agent off the top, or Jace.
Be
or
sick.
Any number.
Jace would be insane.
Beautiful top decks. Not
Oh,
one, but
it's
we
not.
will use it.
Insane. They're gonna have 2 lingering souls in hand, I promise you.
Or 2 lands. Got
Okay.
it.
Okay, well those are two
We can
utility
be-
lands.
Yeah, they are. Do we want to... I think we want to hold this.
It's probably free.
We don't... I mean, in general in this deck, we don't have that many incentives
Yeah.
to play out the 5th land. Like, maybe if we have a Pulse in the graveyard, make sure we can snap it back. I mean, I guess See the Truth is the biggest incentive
like,
to play more lands.
Smallpox kind of punishes us.
Yeah, true. Play Thoughtseize.
Okay.
Vindicated. They
It's
did
not the strongest Vindicate ever.
No, they did
I
not.
think they
get
should have
their
played their
Shambling
event,
Vent
yeah.
down. Yeah. Odd.
I would probably.
I think I like
just
playing the
because
Breeding
of
Coal.
smallpox.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Just
Yeah.
thinking about the smallpox.
Yeah, I'm okay. You're right. I'm thinking about protecting the push from
So
Lily
we can,
or
like,
Pox, so we can push
and-
the Tar. Oh God. Oh no.
Oh, boy.
Gideon's a good one.
Gideon
Oh
is
boy.
a good one.
Like we can pressure it pretty well.
Yeah, we can.
Also, if they make a token and they block with like one thing, we could potentially like push the token and trample over and kill the Gideon.
Yeah, like
I
what
hope
we're
that-
hoping here is that they make a token, they swing with both spirit tokens.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Wow. That was probably not the best way to use that.
Do we still hold the push now, though? I think. I mean, 3/4 Shambling Vent's pretty tough to beat, so I
Yeah.
would say yeah.
Yeah,
True.
Okay.
I agree.
And because we haven't used removal, they're likely.
How about we dry heater?
Yeah, that'd
Alright,
be
they're
sweet.
gonna have flashback souls. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, that's sick.
I guess if we
Alright,
attack,
we're in
like,
danger.
they're gonna probably try to
Maybe that was
trade
the best way to
them,
use it,
and
yeah.
maybe then we push.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. You're gonna play Tron more.
Yeah, for real.
You're really good at that.
Pretty rough stuff.
So we go to 1 here. If they lead on smallpox, we die.
No, because they'd lose a spirit too, but we'd
Oh, yeah.
be
you're right.
effective.
Then they had the vent for lethal, I think. That's 6. That'd be 9 damage. Oh, yeah, that'd be 9.
Well, no,
So
because
they
they're
attack
losing a
with it.
spirit to.
And we'll
smallpox
push a
as well.
spirit.
Yeah, no, but then they attack with it. Yeah, no, the
or
push
we'll
changes
push
things,
something,
but from their
yeah.
perspective, they could have lethal if that's what they
sure.
had.
Yeah.
All right. There is an argument to still just hold the push because Maelstrom Pulse isn't out to these spirits, and then
Yeah,
we've got the out
I
to
would-
vent.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe we're just behind enough that that's what we should do.
Yeah, I think so.
And I mean, his deck is designed to beat up on midrange.
Okay, that can hit it.
Does that
I don't know if it has.
hit?
Can we
See the
like
Truth? No.
see the truth and then
Wouldn't hit
cast?
it.
No, because we can't fetch.
Yeah.
I guess we could hit like a land as well, like an untapped, like non-painful land, and
The
pulse.
one basic in our deck.
Like swamp or island would do it.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, the island gets shuffled away, though.
Oh no.
Okay. Can still be the swamp, right?
Yep. Come on, Swamp, Pulse.
Or like, oh yeah, reflecting pool would do it.
Oh, we were so close.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Do you just want to cast Swamp to see what's in their hand and concede?
Yeah, let's just see the last
cast
card.
Swamp casting position. Maybe they'll concede here to conceal information.
Yeah.
Not lucky enough for that.
Lingering Souls. Shout out to Fjord. I bet you liked that one, didn't you, Fjord? Son of a gun.
We really can't blame the deck for that one. Like, it delivered 2 of the 3 cards we were asking for there.
Yeah, after a bunch of turns of
close.
nothing, though. But yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So, I think Spellbomb and Plague Man are the best cards against what we saw. If they're
What
a
does Spellbomb do?
Stoneforge... What's that?
So what does Spellbomb do? What's Spellbomb hidden?
Cleans up the back half of souls while being value
Sure,
Yeah.
value neutral.
Um,
If they're on,
we already have the one. Like, maybe we don't want all 3 in the matchup.
we might not want all 3. I can accept that. One thing I just want to say, if they're on Stoneforge Mystic, which they could be, Force of Vigor gets interesting against that and Bitter Blossom, and if they play like a token Anthem card too. I don't know if we should play it without having seen more than what we saw, but it's a thing. Trophy's never that bad.
I do like talking about it. I don't think we need it just because we have like trophies and pulses and stuff for any equipment. Like, if they are on Stoneforge, it's not like we're going to be completely cold.
Yeah, I got you. Probably just cutting a couple discard spells here. Thoughtseize gets Gideon, so maybe we hedge. I mean, this is okay. I think I like a second Spellbomb, at least.
I think a second one is fine.
Jace Vryn's Prodigy maybe is a cut.
Could see that for sure. I wonder if we do maybe cut like a trophy or something, because like so many of their cards are X for 1 board presence stuff.
They did show us like
I just
Gideon,
think-
which is like
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bitter Blossom
gotta
and Gideon are rough.
answer that one.
Yeah, but like we've got Decay for the Bitter Blossom. We've got Pulse for a lot of different things. I can see leaving it in, but like, and we also have Drawn in the Loch on the play as permission. Maybe because we're on the play, we go down to 3 discard. Anyone?
I don't hate that at all.
Yeah, or we could just cut back Jace, but
Yeah, well, I think probably one of those is fine.
all right. Okay.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of pretty average opening hands, but
I think in the last game, if we had like Inquisition over the Rhinos and like we cascade into the Rhinos later or whatever, and like that would have been the nuts. Like, I think we were like kind of like we were close to a really good hand last time. We just didn't quite have it.
yeah, that's fair.
Got to be Voidwalker, I think.
Probably. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
probably. Feels
I
kinda
like it. Prismatic ending with the Triome.
Yeah, that's definitely cool.
Yep.
I think it's a pretty sweet card.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that originally it was an instant.
Yeah, I think I read an article where Sam Black was saying that it was in testing an instant, and then it was changed to sorcery because it was like just too good, I guess.
Right. Well, I'd imagine it would just be the best removal ever printed at an instant.
Yeah,
Whereas like a sorcery, you still have incentives to play Path. And
I think he was saying it was the best removal spell ever at that point.
yeah, I believe it.
So this can get our Spellbomb if we play it out, because obviously next turn we want to go Goyf into Spellbomb if we don't draw anything else.
Looks like they're just casting
yeah,
it.
I was going to say, but they'll probably just... Cool, so...
Makes sense.
Yep, sure does. All right. I think we like that. Well, do we like that over Spellbomb, actually? That's a big question.
I do, because they can't cast Bolt Tap with Souls this turn. If they play if they top deck a Smallpox, we still have the buffer in the discard.
Yeah.
Okay, so because of, well...
Hopefully we can take something better than Lingering Souls.
Yeah. Honestly, if we take the Souls here, I might just play Spellbomb and crack it.
Yeah.
I think it is.
We're hoping
reasonable,
that-
but we're really rewarded.
Yeah, we can take that one.
Yep. Okay, so then we can play Goyf, and then we can like potentially like get the draw for Spellbomb and like
Yeah,
conceal
yeah,
that
yeah.
information if
Exactly.
they. Yeah, I think that could work out pretty well.
That was very helpful to get that, Lily. Good call. And I almost mentioned that, but then I was like, I don't know if I can see Lily in their deck, given what we've seen, but she sure is right there in the graveyard. I think maybe Lily makes me think it's a little less likely that they're on Smallpox, but they still probably are with this.
Yeah, we saw
I think
Flagstone.
so. I think she's a good fit with Smallpox. Ooh, yeah.
Lego
So that and Spellbomb, yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we just there's a
Just
world in
like
which we
deploy everything.
Yeah, I think we want to play around discard and deploy everything, but there's a world in which we make them invest the mana for souls and whatever, but now let's just get it all done.
The Plague Man cometh.
That's right. So here's something in case you guys didn't know, and also in case the audience didn't know. I have not looked into this yet. I haven't looked at all the list of cards that were affected, but there is an errata to basically make the Phyrexian type a thing and also a widespread thing. So this is now a Phyrexian carrier. I think some infect creatures. It's just relevant for Plague Engineer players, right?
Weird.
Absolutely.
Good
I think
stuff
that
to
was a
know.
really interesting change. Oh man.
Oh, that's a
These
good
are
one.
some top decks.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So, are we...
I think we're just shrinking Voidwalker, attacking with both.
Yeah, okay.
Probably just cracking end step, but
Probably. Oh, actually, we shouldn't because the Voidwalker means
Can't.
that we don't even get to draw. So we could exile
Oh,
the grave.
yeah, you're right.
But yeah,
you're right.
worth keeping in mind.
Yeah. So they can gain 2 life back and put Lily down to 1 if they fire up Vent. They are flooding, it looks like.
It feels like opponent.
Yeah, it feels kind of like they're in our situation from last game.
Yeah, I think it's chill.
Well, we're certainly winning this race for the moment.
And we're using up a lot of their mana.
Yep.
Ooh.
Dothy Rogue.
So probably just name. Yeah.
Oh, name Rogue for
Yeah,
Bitter Blossom, right?
exactly.
Easy.
Oh wait, are they fairy rogues?
Yeah, they are.
Oh snap! Sweet.
The Plague Man cometh. Let's go. Boom.
Name Phyrexian. Why? That just seems silly to me. Why errata cards like that? Like what?
Because it's like a flavor win. Like all these things are like from Phyrexia, like I know they also did the germ tokens on the living weapon equipment.
Really, I'm not a fan of things that make it so that new players are just more confused than they have to be. Like if a new player comes in, you have to tell them like, oh, actually, so that this card doesn't say it, but this is a Phyrexian card.
Yeah, I see both sides. I haven't read I think there is an article explaining it. I haven't read that, but I'd be interested to hear their thoughts.
That's also why I hated the mutate mechanic.
I hate
playing
mutate
Magic
as
for
well. Yeah.
I've been playing Magic for a very long time, and I feel very strongly that if I look at a card and I read it 3 times and I say, "What the hell does this do?" There's a problem.
We're cracking here.
Keep in mind we're not drawing, right?
I like it. Why are we not drawing?
We are drawing. We killed the Void
Oh, we
Walker.
removed the Void Walker. Sorry.
Yeah.
Getting wrapped up in the conversation.
It was a good call to observe in the first place that it was shutting us off, but yeah, we've dealt with that. We've dealt
Get
with
out.
That. Yeah.
Now you can push a Shambling Vent blocker.
Yeah, which is real
What's
good.
up?
And we faded the Dam. I was wondering about the Dam.
Yeah. That would be a great card.
Yep.
Really thought that card was a joke when it was spoiled. I was like, oh, haha, that's pretty clever. I get it.
Yeah, same. I said this
It's
in my
real.
spoiler video. I was running on fumes as I have been for the last month. Had a total moment, like a psychic break from reality, where I was just like looking at it and like not comprehending it. Like, this is not real.
I thought the same thing with that Asmo card. I was like, oh yeah, like they're putting out some joke cards. It's funny. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's real.
So we're buying back Goyf here, or
Yeah,
do you want
like-
to maybe play around a Dam by ticking up and having that in the back pocket?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I
Sure,
think that
yeah, they're dead on
could be
board.
Fine.
Yeah.
Take up.
If we're going to do that, we can also then just crack Peatland main phase, which maybe we should have done before we decided with Lily, but fair.
Yeah.
And then, oh, okay.
Ooh.
That's another
Ooh,
plan
buddy. Oh, buddy.
B.
Forget who it was, but like in one of the first leagues of playing Sultai, I went turn 1 discard, turn 2 Goyf, turn 3 Shardless into See the Truth, turn 4 Snapcaster See the Truth. I think it was Dogfish who was like, "Wow, that's some wow you." Well, we just saw some wow
That
you.
is pretty intense. So maybe on the draw, like, we could play a Thoughtseize over JVP.
I like that.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I think we're probably all set.
Yeah, we still haven't seen any stone forges or equipment,
Exactly.
so still no real need to do anything with the Force of Vigor, I don't think.
Agreed.
Ben, if you're still here, you are getting your value's worth out of this league.
What a bunch of sweet fair magic for good old Ben.
I already feel like we've played a league.
Awesome. I love it.
OP Mulls will keep this one.
That creeping tar pit is looking especially creepy today.
It's true. This is the Zendikar Expeditions version. And I didn't know. I thought maybe I should consult Ben to see if he prefers the OG, but I thought this was a cool one. I like it.
I'm a big fan of Zendikar Rising Expeditions. Oh,
Yeah.
do they have the Urborg? Don't do it. No, we have the Inquisition. Okay.
Yeah, we got this. So
Shake it off.
I think we definitely got to fire that off.
yeah, definitely.
I would
Or
just go Overgrown Tomb.
Okay.
Yeah. They're gonna have Smallpox, Liliana, 3 lands, so we can go turn 3 Snapcaster Inquisition, the Lily as well.
Well, they're on the. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
We still take the box here, right?
I think so.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Agreed. The Dam we can snap Inquisition, the Dam or the push, and hopefully beat one Lingering Souls, whether by hook or by crook. All right.
Well, the push isn't the best. Maybe we should have been trimming on some fatal pushes.
That is a thought for sure, actually. I could see going down to 3 easily, possibly 2, but we also, I think, have everything we need in. I don't hate the 3rd Spellbomb, but I also don't hate being on only 2.
Mm.
OP is gonna... Yeah, they're breaking. Let's go.
No. I guess it's also easy to say maybe we should get on fatal pushes when you have 2 in hand against your opponent's Lingering Souls.
Yeah, true. All right, Snap Inquisition it is, eh?
Yes, sir. If we wanted to be nice, we could take their Lingering Souls.
Are they pushing in
It
response?
looks like they might like this one. I was gonna say, do we want to take the push instead of the dam?
Possibly.
Let's see. We want to take the Liliana the Veil, that is true.
Ooh, all the souls.
Oh, that's a hand.
Maybe we still do take the push.
Yeah, kind of want to.
I don't think it's the dam because one, they can't cast it right now, and then two, their hand is all souls, so it's kind of awkward for them.
Yeah, I think it's either push or edict, and I don't see why it wouldn't be push right now.
Yep. I like it.
Okay. It's a pretty Inquisition-proof hand, but at least we do 2-for-1 them.
Game is going to go long.
Yeah. Okay, here come the souls, but we've got the pulse, so I think we let them play out and do it at least one time. Like, if we do nothing with a draw, we'll just attack with Tar Pit. You guys agree?
Constitutes nothing. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, do we... Oh, we have to get a blue source,
Yeah.
So it's easy.
Obviously, we have to fade discard off the top, but...
Also, we really don't want them to play patiently.
Right.
Here.
Exactly.
Which I don't know if they feel like they can or not. Like,
One reason it's nice to take the push is because now they can't push their own one soul in response to save the other 3. Unless they drew another one, I guess. Oh, come on, deck.
Maybe we should have brought in Necromentia for Lingering Souls.
Are we going to take 4 here and just attack with Tar Pit again?
We could. I mean, what are they holding?
I don't want to. Yeah, I kind of want to just make them commit to these souls. Or at least hope that they commit to these souls.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're winning the race. I still think this is the play, but I don't think they're going to feel like they have to play anything further.
No, so if I was in their spot, I probably wouldn't play out the souls, but we're hoping that... hoping they do.
Yeah, just tap out for a souls.
Come on. Come on. Souls. Lingering souls. Lingering souls.
Well, they didn't float, so there's no...
Okay, that's interesting. They're playing multiple triumphs for their prismatic ending.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
And
They
yeah.
don't do it. So...
Also, if they have a push, they can blow it or fatal push. It's kind of annoying.
Maelstrom Pulse.
Well, so... we're going to go
We're
for
forced
it.
to.
Yep.
No.
And then we want to hold up... Yeah, we can get basic swamp, sure. Okay. We don't need to do that yet. We'll suspend here. Alrighty. Very interesting game indeed. to see another one, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I
Holy
guess we
crap.
just fail push
It's a rough
in
one.
response. So we don't have the
In
trophy
response
yet.
or after, whichever. But
Do we care about if we have the trophy yet?
Yeah, we might as well push here. That is insane. Wow.
now that's value.
Cool build from the
It's
opponent.
rough.
Yeah, that is. Dang.
Like I said, like Shambling Vents, the deck, definitely there to beat up on mid-range a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh, this place.
Yeah, it's just too bad we're drawing all these instead of cascading, right? But
Yeah.
this is still not the worst turn. Especially if they don't have a 5th land to get both halves of the
playing
souls done.
Flashback Souls.
All right. What the heck? All right.
So Tron League after
Data
this.
Black Source. Yep.
Yeah, Tron League incoming. Man,
Wait,
these
we're actually
match-
winning this race.
Yeah, like
We're winning this race.
still-
If they
it's-
don't have,
I just think that like if we had even normal ratios of spells, especially non-suspend spells. But yeah, like with our Profane Tutor, they obviously know that we can go get Plague Engineer here, so they're in a spot.
Yeah, true.
How cool would it be to have just a Drown in the Loch held up right now?
texture we have attack with Creeping Tar Pit and play out Plague Engineer.
We do.
Ooh, just cast souls into it anyway.
Maybe forcing us to get something like that rather than something more generalized and powerful. Okay, Lily of the Veil.
Yeah, that's pretty good for them.
Yep. But clearly their hand is going to lose some good stuff. Prismatic Ending,
yeah.
for example. Okay. But that is still pretty good. So, we're going to have a decision to make here with Profane Tutor. That is for sure. All right.
So their hand. Charge with a bagel.
Their hand is
Their hand
damned
right
and
now.
one unknown.
Right now we are beating their board because we attack for 3, put them to 3, then we attack and kill them. You just want to get
Do
a
you
dragon.
want Lily the last hope?
Yeah, I think
Sorry,
I was
say
thinking,
that-
like-
yeah, okay. Yeah.
If we get a drown in the lock and try and counter the things, their thing is going to kill our Creeping Tar Pit.
They can just tick up with Lily to get drawn out of our hand if we do that before they do
shit.
other stuff.
Yeah. All right, Lily Last Hope is maybe
Last
the best.
Hope.
Last Hope,
We could
Jace,
just,
and
like-
Agent.
Like, so we could minus her and get a spell back, or we could just kill a soul token. It kind of concerns me that they discarded their ending rather than Dam or something else. So, like, I wonder if they have, like, another ending or something like that. That would make the Lily worse.
We could just get decay the Lily, and keep racing. I don't know that we need to at this point, though.
I would.
If
I
we're
would just go with
depending
Last
on
Hope.
Tar Pit, how crazy is Inquisition? Because otherwise push blows us out completely, right?
It does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that protects our target plan. You know what? I like the Inquisition.
Okay.
Because
we
we
don't
know
have
that
one
their
in the
hand is
bin.
damn. We know that their hand is damn unknown. Yeah, so that means like they have to top deck this coming turn, otherwise we win.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
We're still going to use the Inquisition over it, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also can't cast that this turn. 'Cause we
Yeah,
get
not
tar
this
pit.
turn, so I don't know how good it is, but
Oh, yeah, never mind.
yeah.
It was available.
Wow.
Yes, nice.
Ben, you
Nice.
genius.
Okay.
You absolute madman. That was so cool. Wow, what a call. What a call. Oh
Man, a
my
little
God.
words, but when he does speak. All right, so then they have one turn top deck. This has been a great game.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Just scoop. Just scoop. Scoop it up. I can't take it.
Please discard a land. Oh, let's go.
Wow.
We win.
We win.
Damage sorcery, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
That
Nice.
It is.
Hype.
That's awesome.
Guys, I don't even. That was incredible. That was really well navigated.
Such a good game.
Obviously, Ben just coming in out of nowhere, being like, you know, what about Inquisition? In case they had exactly push, they had exactly push, and not only that, it was to enable Ben's creeping tar pit. I can't possibly imagine a more feel-good moment than that. So, some awesome fair magic. We are 2-0 and having a lot of fun, earning our victories too. I would say. A little flooding, not making it is the easiest that it could be, but we're getting there. Good job. We
Big
will
Gantha.
keep.
Oh, so it's just like Domain Zoo, maybe?
Maybe.
Some kind of domain deck.
Nope.
You're just playing red?
So, are we going to push
Um,
Sight Unseen, or are we going to try to hold up push?
Against like normal people playing this deck, I would probably push.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Spike's always on some weird stuff.
Yeah, I'm inclined to push as well.
Okay. Scary stuff on the play.
Yeah.
So it goes to 3-4 right now. I
Yeah.
kind of just want to Inquisition and Spellbomb.
I think we have to Inquisition at least for sure, and then... Oh my
boy.
goodness. Oh my
All right.
goodness.
Uh,
Imagine
All
being
right.
this whitelisted. I've never had a prowess hand like this, and I've played 100 matches. What do you guys think? I mean,
A bolt, I guess. No, Chandler's really good.
now we probably do have to get Spellbomb down, actually. Because we left Chandler around.
Yeah, just got like 4 Spellbomb.
So with the channeler, it is heads up that they care at least a little bit about the graveyard. So
Yep.
like with like a holy smokes. Do we have any kind of like sweeper for 1-drops in the main deck? I don't think so, right?
Not that I can recall. We could get one maybe if we did, but I don't think we do. So Goyf is now a 4/5.
Yeah. If they bolted, it's a 2/3.
Yeah, Soulscar Mage, pretty darn good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in big trouble. I almost want to crack Spellbomb right now. That's how far behind I think we are.
Sure. It's a bad way to play Magic, but my mind's kind of in game too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a reasonable draw, but still so far behind.
Yep. Upkeep Lightning Bolt to get that Surveil. It's pretty cool.
That's a cool play. Man, we need Pernicious Deed for this sort of board state.
Yeah, we do.
Can we get that one? And we can play Pernicious Deed with Shardless Agent, unlike Engineered Explosives. Light up the stage.
Oh my god.
How did they surveil? I think they just left it on top, right?
Yeah.
Because they're fully whitelisted this game. Oh man.
Yep. And amount
So
of
are we just dead?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh god.
That was
Jeez.
filthy.
I was a filthy beating.
Jeez.
Goodness gracious.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think that we're very well prepared to beat a deck like this, honestly.
No.
It's gonna be tough.
You want the Edict.
Good
I
call.
think you want Edict
Yeah.
trophy, 2 Cobrews. Take out the Spellbomb, Jace, Lily Last Hope, and the other big Jace.
That
and
puts us
bring
at
in,
59. We've got 2 more to bring
Like
in.
2 Plague
have
Engineers.
not taken the Spellbomb out.
No.
I think leaving
Then
one
Lily
is
Last Hope's probably
okay.
better than.
I don't know why I have the Necromancy over there.
I think JVP might be better than Big Jace, maybe just because it might flash back a push once.
It's possible.
It doesn't actually die to Lava Dart, unlike other similar looking cards, right? So, but it
I mean,
still
it
dies
has
to
Lava Dart.
like shocks, right?
I would probably just cut the Spellbomb, the Jace from this list, the little Jace.
What if we, like, is a See the Truth too slow? Or maybe we just need our high upside things to be there?
I mean, I think it's within
See the
realm
Truth is
of
good.
cuttable.
Like if you're like turn 3 and you have See the
Yeah.
Truth in hand, you're just digging for
you're
a
right.
push.
Okay. I think I'm going to try the little Jace here. We haven't seen him yet. I don't think it matters much between him and the big one.
Hopefully, like big Dragon Rage channelers are not how we lose the game, because we don't
Yeah.
have like any graveyard hate now. I don't think.
Correct. This
Hopefully,
is a
we
good
just
one,
kill
though.
everything that moves.
Yep.
So swamp off the Delta, forest off Catacombs probably. Let's just go Shotgun Breeding Pool on turn 3 for Snap Inquisition if we want to.
That's another nutty hand.
Oh my god. All right.
Do we want to take the light up for
Yeah,
optimistic play?
I think so.
They
if
can't remove
That's
the
pretty good.
Glyph
Yeah.
right now.
If we don't take the game long, we don't win, so we'll play for the long game, I guess.
It's been pretty great, I must say.
Yeah. Interesting, getting the surveil value over the clock going.
I think with the 2 Swiss Spears it makes sense.
Yep.
To get your non-haze value threat down while we're topped out.
Could have held the bauble, though, there is what I'm saying. You know, like, try
Oh,
to draw the
sure.
second land, untap, play both Swifties, and get all the
Gotcha.
value off of bauble. Well, last time we faced Spike on the channel, we got there in a really tight long game. That was the Rakdos co-play with Mr. Dogfish. This one, I think I'm not feeling the very greatest about. But
Yeah, against these hands,
oh my goodness, the second hand. Arclight Phoenix.
What?
Wow.
Oh, so was he playing
That
that
is
rebound
sweet.
spell?
Into another Metamorphose.
Oh no!
Spellbomb. Spellbomb. Come back. We didn't mean it. Into a bolt. You are
Goodness.
not serious.
Jeez.
Alright, well.
Wait, can we not block the Chandler?
It's got flying now.
Because they put
Oh.
Delirium together.
Keyword soup.
Out of
Yeah.
absolutely nothing. Collective Brutality is a draw. We know.
I guess mana efficiency. We could Snapcaster Inquisition away the Swiss Spear, and then the next turn go collect the Cobrew, discard whatever we play, kill the Arclight Phoenix, play Goyf.
We go to.
But then
we
we're
go
taking
to 6.
the
We
air.
sorry. We go to 3 if we
Yeah.
do that at least. So I think we
Yeah,
need
so I
to
think we just
Cobrew
go
this
brew.
turn. Probably kill the Phoenix.
No.
And do we fully escalate, pitch both lands? Try to like just get lucky.
I like it. Maybe pitch like Snapcaster land.
Okay, that might be better.
Pitch like Peatland Snapcaster.
Yeah, Peatland.
Like that.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, and their blood
Rough.
deck, I have a feeling. Boy, oh boy.
What's happening?
I don't know. But do we actually erase now?
So they have Blood Moon, Land, Swiss Spear in hand.
Yep. I think we
5,
do.
6. Yeah. Yeah. Send it in.
Like they attack for 5 and then I mean, I don't know. If we draw a push, maybe we get there. Like we can, potentially
I don't
attack
like-
the gun.
I don't like that you're acting like there's not just a push on top.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't appreciate that.
Oh, ye of little faith. Little faith rewarded.
I blame Dan. Would have been there.
Now he's got the bolt on top, right?
No, his chat is also hyping him down too.
Oh, is he streaming right now?
I don't know. I'm just
No.
trying to save some face here.
Alright, no bolt. No bolt. No bolt. You drew lands. Okay. We do have to. He dodged your
Maelstrom
spell.
Pulse for the win. How about that? No.
Oh.
Yep, knew it.
All right.
Knew
Well,
it. The
let's just do
slow
what was on
roll.
top.
Slow roll lightning bolt.
All right.
We're locked out. There it was. It wasn't
Dang.
far away. All right, well, brought back down to earth by some very, very, very top percentile draws out of that deck. However, it does look pretty cool. We're bringing back Arclight Phoenix, and to me that looks like... So Dragon Rage Channeler is just kind of like another aggressive 1-drop. You get some card selection. Is that enough to displace anything currently in prowess? Maybe, maybe not. But if you're then mixing this into the brew, then I think you could be getting somewhere. They got Blood Moon. There's a lot to like, but those draws were insane. We get punished for being on Sultai in a couple different ways against a deck like that, and oh well, that'll happen.
I think that new Modern Horizons 2 card is pretty sweet with Phoenix. Something I wanted to try.
The Faithless Looting one.
Yeah, like the Faithless Looting, not Faithless Looting.
All right, we mull a no-lander.
Now we're going to talk about keeping that hand?
I think we go
I think
to
we're on 5 here.
Gotta go to 5.
Yeah. All right, this looks fun.
All right.
So it looks like a
Island
good 2-lander to me. I would
Verdant
Yeah, like-
Catacombs Spellbomb.
Peatland.
I
Peatland
would-
Tomb.
Peatland Island.
Oh.
Well,
Hmm.
yeah, I think Peatland Island.
Okay.
Like, we're already in trouble against a really aggressive deck if we mull to 5 and have to open on Thoughtseize, so let's maybe acknowledge that.
Like, are we fetching Watery Grave?
Peatland, but, like, I just want...
Yeah.
Well, I also want to grow the Goyf off of a fetch land.
Yep. No, I like
Okay.
keeping the fetch for sure.
Yeah.
Elementals.
Elementals, not a good
Elementals
sign.
is certainly scarier than humans.
Yes.
I'm a mid-range deck like this.
Yes, I agree completely. Although potentially Spellbomb is really good.
Oh my goodness.
That's tough, man. I don't know if we're gonna be able to
Wow.
do this.
I think maybe because we mulliganed, only the first Skelemental really hurts us. So do we just take the Omnath and play for the long game?
Yeah, I like it.
Gross.
Yeah, and then because they run the play, they're probably gonna be able to connect.
Exactly. Okay. So
Probably Watery Grave, Tarmogoyf. Maybe just Island. Yeah.
I think Island's fine.
Yeah, like because we're not gonna just chump, right?
No, I think we just pitch land Spellbomb.
Gonna be
and try to
taking
win with
6.
Goyfs.
Yeah.
And Goyf will be grown nicely, and then we just kind of have to fade the worst.
Pitching Spellbomb land here.
Yep. Best draw is probably Creeping Tar Pit.
Good.
That would have been great.
Oh, boy.
I was even thinking, like, when we said get rid of Verdant Catacombs, I was like, well, our deck does do a lot of 3 mana.
Yeah. Honestly, this still... I mean,
We should have left both Tarmogoyfs back.
You want to trade just to soak up the 6
Yeah, just
damage?
like trade 1 for 1
Yeah, just
Tarmogoyf
double
for
block, yeah.
Fighting Skelemental.
Maybe.
That's
I mean,
interesting.
we
I
would
didn't-
get to keep Agent that way.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. I don't know. Yeah, that would have been worth talking about, my bad.
This is going to be tough. Like,
Yeah.
whatever play we make.
I don't think they have necessarily the most incentives to play Skelemental in general. Maybe they just will because of the clock, but...
Yeah. I mean, unless they do something better. Like, it's definitely better than the Flicker
Could
Wisp
be
at
a
the very
Spite
least.
Bellows.
No.
That looks like a Skelly. Yeah. Okay.
We just taking 6 here? No?
Yeah. I think.
Yep, yeah, just the single block doesn't do anything except for, like, gain us 2 life.
Yep. If
Or one
if
life,
they have
yeah.
this third Skelemental, then what are you gonna do?
That is not
Gains
going
us
to grow,
2.
actually. Not going to grow the Goyfs, yeah. Sucks.
So with what's in our
does
hand,
that
losing
trigger
Wisp
in
is
the
Flicker
end
Wisp.
step to sacrifice it?
Yeah. Why?
I guess you could do some fancy ephemerate stuff with that card.
No. If you want
Right?
to put Ephemerate in your deck that also
Elemental
needs
deck?
black,
I don't
red,
know.
red.
Like, maybe. Like, you can do tricks, right? Like, because
I think we play
it's
it.
a new object and then it would get sacrificed at the... I guess, no, that would work on the opponent's end step, then, so it wouldn't do anything. All right.
Or
Change
they
my
do kind of need some here. Like, they are on the back foot. I mean, obviously, we lose to a Skelemental.
Yeah.
Can't do much against that. Like, if they
Yep.
just play out of Flicker Wisp, we beat that. Green mana is not black, red mana.
Oh, it's the Risen Reef. Yeah, that card's super annoying.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
X1,
might not be
X1,
that annoying
X1.
here.
Yeah, I mean, we could... It's broadly very
Like,
good
they do have to
against
block.
mid-range, but yeah.
I think this is probably my least favorite to see tribal deck on mid-range.
Goblins.
Both pretty bad.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
So
As
that's
Goblins
gonna
player,
be
I'll tell
your
you, Goblins is
Skelemental.
worse for you.
And then they
Well,
get
we
in.
have 2 Plague Engineers in our sideboard.
Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah.
We do just die to that, so we need to top deck something.
Yeah, we need to Inquisition, and then yeah. So if we don't fetch, then we can like take their 2 damage, like thread and erase them.
Okay.
It'll push.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my goodness,
No.
deck.
Oof. Right, so we die.
I
I guess if we hold back with everything, we don't
maybe we can survive.
just die. No, we do. We die.
Alright, well, let's make him attack, I guess.
Yeah.
So our deck's performing relatively well, given just how bad the variance has been broadly. I think
We also mulled to 5.
Yeah, between the mulls, some flooding, some unusually bad top decks. Opponents have showed us some pretty strong progressions all throughout. Maybe
And
not
we're playing
so
61.
much round 1. And we're playing
I'm
61.
excited to play. Well, that only adds to the power. That just means more good cards in our deck.
Yeah, true.
I am excited to play games 2 and 3 with 2 Plague Engineer and Lily Last Hope on our deck.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Excited for that.
And even Profane Tutor to get them.
Mm-hmm.
If only we had Grimm's 3 Profane Tutor build.
Mhm.
If only you'd listened.
Yeah, the controlled version, I was also looking at like Dead of Winter, like even
Yeah,
potentially main deck.
I like that a
that
lot.
would be pretty strong here. Like if we could just draw. Well, I guess we're dead this turn, but you know, under other circumstances, that'd be a pretty good one. No attacks. Oh, actually, we're not dead to this
So,
attack.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
like this attack doesn't just kill us, but
Like, yeah, we're
we're-
probably just
we're
dead
not
to their
living.
advantage.
Yeah.
We're not,
we're
yeah.
not winning this game. Alright, main deck, Play Engineer, one time deck. Block, yeah, just 1 and 1. We're also just so not winning this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there anything we can draw here that
I don't know, but we're gonna
I don't think so?
upkeep fetch to thin and to enable. I don't know what. If we like agent into fatal push or something. We've got revolts. Well, there's a main deck something,
Man,
but we're just
would have been so good several turns ago.
man, that's a tough one to take. But we do have those plague stirs, and we do have a trophy. Spellbombs could play a role. Brutality maybe seems good-ish. Edict.
I think Brutality's. I don't like Edict, but Brutality's a bad kill spell. Is good. They put out so many creatures. I don't think he does much.
Yeah, we need a really special board state to make Edict good, and I don't think it's gonna.
I think
Like, we
cutting
probably don't need to play that out.
Okay.
cutting Mind Sculptors probably pretty good. I'd probably cut the Edict.
I do like Spellbomb, but I don't think we need 3. It's just really nice to have that option for if they're going for the recursion plan.
Yeah.
Skelemental.
Definitely had good success with that in the past. So
I do like the brutalities because a lot of their creatures are just small.
Yeah,
We can
Yeah.
probably cut JVP.
I think we probably have to, and then one more. We could go to 3 Thoughtseize on the play, kind of like we've done before in this league, or 3 discard, cut the Thoughtseize. I mean,
About it.
Yeah, that could be good.
It'll be discard's slightly better here than against like humans and stuff, just because like similar to goblins on turn 6, they're probably gonna have impactful spells in hand.
yeah,
Like late into the game. But I like cutting it. Good old 61. Or the forbidden tech.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alright, functional hands, let's go.
Yeah.
This
We are
is
functional.
a functional hand. Dang.
Yeah, we're functional. Let's go. Okay, keep in.
You can do things. Probably just a forest.
Well, we want an
Yeah,
Inquisition,
we got
don't we?
Inquisition.
Oh, yeah.
And
Overgrown
I think
Tomb.
we would need Tomb for the pool.
Yeah, like
My
we
brain
pay
went
3
through a
life,
whole
and
train of
then
thought.
We don't have to take any more damage off our lands.
My brain said, like, okay, we need black turn 1, Overgrown Tomb, but we don't need black and green because of the reflecting pool, so we just need green forest.
Solve the puzzle. Ooh, oh,
Okay.
3 cards we hate. I think we just take the reef. The Mariner protects the reef from turn 3 Snap Inquisition, unfortunately, even if we draw the 3rd untapped land. But I still think like we have to battle through the reefs more than the tax right now.
We want to look at it like from a high upside perspective. If we have a Plague Man or a Liliana at some point, then like the Mariner is something that doesn't die to it and also potentially counters the ability.
True, very true.
And it's the more efficient card right now.
Okay. Yeah, with that consideration, plus the fact that if we take it, we can Snap Inquisition 1 away on T3. I guess we do. All right, I like the call.
I like it. I mean, I do definitely respect the card Risen Reef in the matchup, absolutely. But
Yeah.
Also, like we could eventually like agent into some removal that the Mariner would
Right.
like maybe shut off.
Absolutely.
The other thing is, we can now just play this play engineer we draw.
Too bad.
Next turn,
silly.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That's embarrassing me in front of all my friends.
Well, you know what? We've got a couple Shardless Agents in hand. That is not a bad thing.
No.
Shardless Agent is pretty good. Can't Shardless Agent into a play engineer?
True.
Not Bloodbraid Elf.
No, I can't.
It is. I've had it against elementals. You Bloodbraid Elf into a play engineer on turn 4, and the game just stops. Like either they concede or they concede 3 turns later.
Creeping Trailblazer. Can't be counter. Oh, that's from Gavin.
Lord.
Okay. Antheming
Wow.
Elementals.
Huh.
And pumping itself.
Oh.
Fascinating. Okay.
Interesting.
That's a cool one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So if we Shardless, anything is a live hit.
Correct.
I
Except
kinda
Drown in
like-
the Loch doesn't quite get us there.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
kind of like
that
just
is the
Snap
one.
Inquisition here.
I think we probably
Like, what are we hoping to
should-
hit off of Shardless?
Almost anything, right? Like we can find a way. The reason to Shardless is because it's the highest upside play, except for that Drown, which would be so tilting, and because we know they're going to play a Risen Reef next turn, we can then Snap Inquisition the other one. Like, it almost makes sense to save the Snap Inquisition right now. But,
I think they both got their merits.
yeah.
I kind of like
I was
guys.
thinking, 'cause if we hit removal spell, like we don't want to waste a removal spell on this thing.
Yeah.
Because like any of our like,
it is a
just,
lord
like a Snapcaster Mage blocks
creature.
this thing. So I kind of like just Snap Inquisition this away now, and then next turn removal's more live since it's actually something we want to kill.
Yeah, you know, I mean, depending on what we draw, like if we draw land, we could go See the Truth and Trophy a Reef or something next turn. Okay, so I think there's a lot of merit to both, but let's go for the Snap Eye, okay? It's pretty good.
And this way, we put that card in their graveyard. We
Yeah,
deal. So, like, if we want to go for an agent, we then have no
Yes.
no bad hits, and we're dealing with a Risen Reef, which we want to be doing anyway. Like,
Yep.
even if it's not their only one.
Correct. Found another Foothills.
All right, so
Nice.
Shardless into kill spell, and I think we're doing not the worst.
Yeah, or even like, we'll see what they do with this, but I could even just trophy this and take like a subpar turn to make sure it's
Yeah.
not chaining together all the stuff that we can't
Just
beat.
trophy it. You know what? Actually, I like that. I like just trophying it.
That's why we want to draw land for that See the Truth.
Yeah. Let's go. We've been drawing lands all day.
Yeah.
I guess that's better than
Not
trophy,
when we
huh?
need it, but at least it is better than trophy. Pow. For
Probably
each
just attack.
elemental you control, so this can pump itself. So I think that makes us want to attack.
Yeah. If they spend their entire turn just dealing 3 damage to us, I think we're chill with it.
Oh yeah, we kind of want that to happen, but at the same time, it does just make us want to get that 2 in, because I don't think we're jumping quite yet. Here comes that pump, I can feel it.
No Omnath. Oh, they shocked in the Sacred Foundry. Why do I
Just
talk?
pump,
Why do
just
I
pump.
talk?
Okay, voice.
Okay,
Sure. Not
that's
on
fine.
math. We'll
We can do
allow
the
it.
voice.
Oh, now we're gonna see
Ow.
an Omnath going to the top, I bet.
Oh, Rizreef triggered itself, didn't it?
Yep.
Okay, I was wondering how they had 2 draw steps to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget it triggered itself.
Yeah, I really don't like that templating.
No,
where
neither.
just guaranteed value card. Also, don't really like these, like how the Harbinger effects just like inherently protect from discard, and like that's pretty annoying for us.
It really is. Kind of hate playing against this deck, like you said, as far as tribal decks go, anyway. Alright, so we have at least a handful of amazing action.
Yeah, we have a lot to do. It's just they're not making it very easy for us at all.
Ooh, Fatal Push. Alright. So,
Um,
one interesting thing to do is to trophy in order to force them to choose between the land or the Omnath on top.
Yeah, so just like trophy. Do we want to see the truth first? Just try this land drop?
Maybe. The problem is we're trophying and pushing some stuff that's not the most completely impactful. So another line is
I mean, I think if we can knock him off this Omnath, I think that is good.
it
I
is.
kind of like just trophy like the cavern and
Well, we'd trophy a threat.
Okay, so like do we want to trophy this voice? I think
Yeah,
that's
voice is
probably
the
the
one we
biggest
kill. Yeah.
concern right now. See what they do.
I was thinking trophy a land. That way, like they just can't get this Omnath.
Well, they have a
they-
still.
They have that foothills in hand, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Trophy is also the only like guaranteed way we can kill Omnath right now.
You're right.
That's true, but we
So
do have
if
8 fetch or 7 fetch lands we could draw.
Yeah.
Right.
This is
But
this
then
is
I
just
guess we're
mega
thinking about you.
interesting.
Yeah.
We could see the truth and accept that they're going to resolve an Omnath and that we will just trophy it and take the loss, and we'll try to set up for really good turns to follow that way.
Mhm.
If we see into a fetch land, then we can push the Omnath. There are decent odds at that.
Yes. Or if we
And
see
if we shardless,
see,
we can hit an Inquisition that can.
we don't want to do
Yeah.
anything on the opponent's
Yes.
turn. Just
right,
keep
I
that
was
in
going to
mind.
say that if we see into a land, we can then no, because then we'd be using the fetch. All right, I think we're going to see the truth, but it's a real interesting spot. Okay, I guess we do take the fetch land
Yeah.
and then just push the voice.
Yeah. Do we want to get island or like swamp? I guess we don't have to make the
We
choice
don't have
now.
to decide yet. Yeah.
But yeah, I like killing the voice.
And now we'll sit back with Snap because they're going to be tapping out for Omnath, meaning our blocks are good. Oh, well, we already used the push, so I guess we should have gotten Breeding Pool there, just to save a life. Whatever. It's hard to see how this deck beats fast decks to me.
I've played against them on Is It Prowess quite a bit, and it's not really that close.
I can believe it.
Yeah, because I guess like their main fast plan is like Skelemental, and then Skelemental dies to everything.
Yeah, everything. It's
Like, and I guess all the creatures die to everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Wow.
Cool.
Okay. I think taking the kill is okay.
Yeah, I like just taking the trade.
Yeah, I like it too.
Save a point of life this way too.
Yep.
No, because we take damage at the same time. Never mind.
Drown in the Loch. So we can trophy and drown. We're just like losing pretty badly to the
board. Yeah.
board. So
So just
if we
I think we're doing that. We want to trophy and drown the elemental token Omnath.
then we're giving them another voice token.
Yep.
What if we
Why are we giving them a voice token?
because
If we kill the
it
elemental
on
on
our turn.
Omnath.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I was thinking if something else died. So yeah, elemental token and Omnath. Sure.
So.
I like it.
We're definitely hurting.
Yeah.
Hurting real bad.
This thing is gonna pump too. Rough.
Yeah. And can they pump that? Wait, do they have green mana? They don't right now.
Oh,
They
good
need green.
call. Good call.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay. Give us a little mercy here. How about a couple bricks off the top for you? Give us some time to resolve.
They could put us to 1.
I think they're trying to pump and they're going to realize what you have realized, that they don't have green. Okay.
Need some help.
Draw a push for turn, agent into a couple of rhinos. Oh my god.
Well, that's close to what you said, but
Yeah, real close.
not at all. Even the rhinos is still good.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, pay to push. Here we go.
Awful.
Yeah,
And then
actually.
we can technically survive.
Yeah, I think I maybe
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
maybe
we
I was
would've-
supposed to push the other one just to
Yeah.
like assume that
agree.
they're going to keep flooding for a little
Hopefully
while.
they
and
don't
then-
flood with a green source though.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, I mean now if they just green source or any elemental means we
Yep.
die,
I don't know how many actual green producing
Yeah.
lands they have, like non-cavern lands.
or any elemental.
I guess actually Reflecting Pool would
yeah.
be really good in their deck because that works with
Yeah, no
cavern.
matter what we do there. So great.
Dang.
Okay.
We saw Reflecting Pool in their deck game 1.
Yeah. Our proportion of like spells off the top to lands when we're in top deck mode has been very, very on the left side of the bell curve this league. Truly sucks because I think our deck is a lot more powerful than the results right now are showing. We're still 2-2. It's not the worst, but yeah, I think this match is winnable, even if it is kind of punishing to play it in the first place. So, yeah, what can you do? We had some good moments here, but getting run over by Omnath and friends. So let's try to cash here in round 5. Let's go.
All right, rock and roll.
I knew you'd be back shortly. So we have the opening hand queued up for you. How about that? And I think we keep, despite the flaws of no blue and painful lands, respectively.
Yeah.
It is a very good hand besides that. Like we
Also,
draw.
like Snap is not really a good card on curve.
Yeah.
So if we don't
Darkslick
hit blue
Shores
for
off
a
the
little
top.
while, should be just fine.
I agree.
Oh boy. Against Wooded Foothills, do we just want to suspend a Footfalls? Return to Inquisition?
I thought about it. I actually think we do Inquisition and then next turn double Footfalls, or, well, I mean, that we take ourselves off Goyf, though. I don't know, actually. I'm a little on the fence here.
Intuitively, I just want to suspend the Footfalls, but I think that Inquisition is also.
I mean, if
probably
we're...
about even with it.
So, let's look at it this way. Inquisition makes playing Goyf good next turn. If we just suspend Footfalls, playing Goyf is probably not good next turn. So
Yeah.
I think we should still Inquisition here.
Yeah.
But I definitely understand.
It's a good decision to talk about.
Yes, no doubt. Okay, it is Jund.
All right.
Trophy.
Good
Tarmogoyf, Vryn, and 6. Pretty easy Vryn, I suppose.
I think so.
Yeah.
And our Footfalls should have plenty of time to come down. They should be plenty effective. And we've got to push for their Goyf. We've got a Goyf of our own. It's a pretty good anti-Jund hand. We want to probably fade another Vryn or Lily.
So I think I kind of just want to double suspend Footfalls and just take 3.
Well, we've also drawn Thoughtseize, which makes it probably something that we should cast, because even getting a land trophied is kind of bad. And then B, that makes suspending Footfalls worse because it's more painful. And we're going to grow the Goyf if we do Thoughtseize. So it's another one we should talk about. I think we should Thoughtseize and then probably plan to Fatal Push with an outside chance of playing the Footfalls. Or cast.
So then, we're just not suspending these Footfalls until turn 3.
I know.
They're just gonna be stuck in it.
Maybe
for
we're
so
just gonna draw
long.
Jace.
Like, I kind of I really just want to take
Brainstorm.
3 and double Footfalls.
What do you think?
So we still have.
Or Ben, if you're here, either way. Yeah, I mean, I hear it. Like if they
with this Thoughtseize, we don't want to take the Assassin's Trophy anyway. I mean, like, it's fine to take it. It's really not one of the better things. I'd rather let them draw into something.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and they can't play Bloodbraid next turn anyway, so
that would be the kind of card that we'd be most afraid of, I think.
yeah.
All right, y'all have convinced me. I
still like your line.
Yeah, I'm worried about
okay with
Lily,
this too.
but
Yeah, if they have something better than Trophy, then.
Lily and Spyro, stuff like that, but we'll see.
I think if they had Lily, they'd definitely play it first, so they could
Yeah.
potentially grow their Goyf, yeah.
Another Goyf, okay. All right, so now do we Thoughtseize and push?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Kind of got to take the Bloodbraid here.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess we kind of want them to Assassin's Trophy land.
Yeah, just give us the blue source.
Wait, no, because if they Assassin's Trophy Peatland, that's terrible for us.
Yeah, we'd then have to get Forest probably just to play
Yeah.
Goyf.
I was thinking they would just like Assassin's Trophy with the Reflecting Pool because it's the better land, but
Okay, Assassin's Trophy Peatland.
we're just getting a basic Reflecting Pool is not amazing.
I think.
If they do Assassin's Trophy the Peatland, I kind of
Like get blue or
no. We would have to get Forest.
They trophy
we'd
Peatland,
like
don't we want
blue
Island
too.
for See the Truth?
Hardcast Bone Crusher Giant. Okay.
Yikes.
Yikes. Big yikes.
All right, we just gotta hold the line until these rhinos come down. So now if we just Assassin's Trophy the Tarmogoyf, if we go to 6. Oof.
Yeah, if we play Goyf, they just trophy our Goyf and kill us. So I think we have to try
Yeah.
to trophy the Goyf
Yep.
Yeah.
might as well
after
wait
like
till-
after they declare
yeah.
attack.
Yep. Oh, man.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
Yeah, we're up against the wall this game.
It's once again just a matter of not having like a reasonable lands to spells ratio. That really is our only big downfall. And
Yeah.
I wonder if there is a. I mean, it's just hard to make.
We are
room,
playing
but-
20 or 61 cards once again. Like,
And this is
always going to be
this
a
is
fact.
kind of my argument against Footfalls in general. It's like in a lot of games, it's just a dead card. I don't know. Maybe we.
I think if we had even
Yeah,
just
this.
like one more land, it would be a pretty good card in this matchup. But I definitely hear you. There is. Oh my god! Just stop. All right, I don't think we can have anything at all here.
And we die.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Opponents are always just doubling down on what they already have too. If we're in those spots. Okay. Spell bombs. Trophy. Plague Man if we have more cuts.
It's like Sudden Edict as well. Consideration.
Yeah, totally
Yeah,
fair.
I like Sudden Edict over the trophy.
Yeah. I think that's fine.
I'd probably just cut a trophy and call it a day here.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I really don't think we can complain about our build too much with like the sort of matchup. I think it's just a question of like how our stuff lines up and if we can have a functional hand and
Mhm.
how good is their stuff. And their progression was a lot better than ours with them hitting their lands.
Yeah, agreed. I'm pretty happy to see Jund with our build. I think this is
Yeah.
quite winnable.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right,
Yeah,
it's a good
exactly.
hand. A good hand.
Show us the secrets.
They also have a pretty good one.
Yeah, they did.
Taking their Inquisition makes some sense to me here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I like it.
It's like two guys staring
I
at
like
each
it.
other.
Alrighty.
No bolt on the Goyf. Oh no, because they have to fetch for it. Oh no, they have a Black Leafless in hand. Oh.
No bolt.
I was like, if they just like untap Black Leafless bolt,
Yep.
feel bad.
Right. I only got three options. At least three.
At least three, yeah.
I kind of like Assassin's Trophying a Dothy Voidwalker, but not a Tarmogoyf.
I kind of like them Assassin's Trophying our Goyf to give us Jace. No.
Yeah.
that
That'd be
would have been cool. Alright. Do we just play Watery Grave and say go here? Or do we want to be aggro? We want to consider ourselves
think
being
we-
aggro.
I think we just play Water Grave, so they go.
Sure.
I think that with Jace the Mind Sculptor and two Assassin's Trophies in hand, we're not the aggro.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Mhm.
When you put it that way.
Do you know, if they play their Voidwalker, like if we can somehow deal with their trophy basically, or if they use it, and then like we have to trophy their Voidwalker, then we give them another trophy for the Jace. It's kind of like
We're just
annoying for
passing the
us.
trophy up.
True. Okay,
Interesting.
so do we like trophying here just to maximally protect Jace?
Yeah. Like trophy, and then just Jace, use the Brainstorm. Man, Brainstorm isn't terrible.
Yeah. We'll obviously need to fade Bloodbraid and Bolt this way pretty badly.
I mean, we know about their trophy still. Like we know it's not going to be
Yeah.
completely safe, but still
Right.
might be worth
Just
playing
like
it out.
well, maybe just move to combat. They might trophy the Goyf.
Aren't we? You don't want to sit back? Or,
Why are we sitting back?
well,
Just like player on top deck Bloodbraid Elf.
basically, but
So
Okay,
we know
yeah,
that
You're
they have
gonna
an answer
happily
to.
trophy Jace.
Like, yeah, we know they have an answer to
Okay.
Jace in hand. So I think we should play to try and
Yeah, that's
deal
fair.
with that as opposed to the.
Understood. All right.
And also, like, giving us a land here isn't nothing. If we can hit discard off the Jace.
True.
Nice Assassin's Trophy, bro.
There we go.
All right.
Those are pretty good cards.
And potentially.
So here we
protect
want to
something
put
good.
the stuff
wanna-
that we want to put on top, right?
Yeah, so I think we hide Tarmogoyf and drown in the Loch, leaving Tarmogoyf on the very top.
Well, I think we want to draw into the drown next turn, don't we?
Is that true?
Interesting.
I feel like it's not true with the trophy in hand.
I kind of.
I'm just thinking if we can untap
I
with.
think Drown is
Oh,
our
I guess
most
if we untap.
flexible card.
All right.
So I think, I think we put
Then
Drown
put
on the
back, like,
top, and
Goyf.
then
If we do like Island Drown, like we
Yeah,
have
Island
4
Drown
good
is
cards
what I
in
was
hand,
gonna
like if
say.
they
Yep.
discard us.
So we click Island first, right? I haven't played.
I think so
Uh,
much
because
Jace.
Yeah, last clicked is first drawn.
Okay. Boom. Boom. Yeah, I agree with that because like it. Obviously, all our cards are pretty good, right? But like, I want the best possible turn next turn, which could include any number of things, and I don't think it's
Bloodbraid this
as
turn.
important to protect to protect multiple spells from discard. I think protecting one is free. All right, no Bloodbraid Elf. That
Do we
is
untap with Jace?
no, just removing our Jace. Like I don't want them to have a Jace. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, that's rough. Okay,
So we're
so now
definitely
we
gonna
gotta kill
remove the
Voidwalker.
Voidwalker. Yeah,
Yep.
we can just drown it,
Mm-hmm.
or we can.
Well, I think we should Assassin's Trophy and hold up drown.
Yeah, probably.
Sure.
I'm not sure, but that
Maybe
was my
we should have put.
inclination.
I guess yeah. If
We should have
kept
put
the
Profane
island-
Tutor back so that this turn we had.
Yeah, so
Because we have 6 mana worth of spells in hand.
Mm-hmm.
We should have put back the Profane Tutor so
Maybe.
we could cast all.
I think it's still okay to play reactively here with Drown on the Loch, though. Because we're going to draw an
pass him.
island next
Yeah, no,
turn. and
yeah.
then
The guy
next
was
turn
saying about
we-
taking back the tutor, right?
Yeah.
Because like we just don't really have the mana to do that.
So we're just passing,
Behind
right?
it.
And then next turn we can play
Yeah.
Goyf, suspend, hold up, Drown if we haven't already used it.
Got it. It's
Take
Dun
mana.
colors.
Yep, yeah. Okay.
3/2 isn't
Voidwalker, another Voidwalker.
okay.
Voidwalker, get out. No Jace for you, please.
Please no. God no.
Okay. So we draw island. Do we just like do everything? I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
And then we can make our decision about what to get in 2 turns.
Yes. I think we might hold the island, though.
Yeah, that's probably just fine to do, for sure. Potentially we want to think about when we cast the tutor, like we're in our upkeep, like if we have like just the card we tutor for, they can like K command us and make us discard whatever
Right.
we got.
Yeah, very good call. All right. Oh, another Bloodbraid?
No. The Gen train a coming.
Oh, goodness. Bone Crusher Giant.
Bone Crusher.
Goodness.
Just stomp. I was gonna say just stomp us and cast it, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, what do they have, a Lily, too?
That would be unwinnable
Ooh.
for us. Looks like it's gonna be. I mean, I think any 3-mana spell here.
Oh, it's Season
Oh
Pyromancer.
my
yeah,
god.
that's also maybe unwinnable for us. Jundin.
Yep.
That is some value.
Nihil Spellbomb. Instant crack, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely.
Well.
Wrecked. The downturn in our fortunes has been very palpable.
Yeah. Be a great time to be able to tutor up a damnation. We don't have that.
We sure don't.
Well, we
Four,
could get
five,
like
six, seven,
maybe
eight,
like
nine,
what
10,
was the
11,
last
12. So do they have Bolt in
Even-
hand as their last card? That'd be kind of disgusting.
Fourth Bloodbraid Elf?
Uh-oh.
Lily, yeah.
Mm,
Even if we could find a damnation, I think we'd be dead to the ravine. What is that?
I think you might be right. Yeah.
Yeah.
12. Yep, we would be.
Ouch.
Absolutely.
All right, well,
Well,
this needs to be a really,
tutor
really
and
good
draw.
one card for us.
Yeah.
Agent into Footfalls could keep the game going. We get a tutor
Yeah.
target too. Okay, we actually might have outs.
All right, so we're just going for like high upside, like
Yeah.
just two
Two agents.
cascades. Yeah.
We got Maelstrom Pulse as an option. Probably not good enough. Lily, the
I think
last
we
hope
just-
buyback. I think we probably go agent. Spin the wheel.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Draw agent for turn.
Probably like the worst draw.
So close.
Can't kill
turn
anything
it
with
into-
that.
They can't even kill anything.
Well, that
Oh,
sums
man.
up the latter half of the league. All right. There we go. Not a great one, but I guess we can just
I mean,
go straight into the wrap up. You were about to say, Ben?
Oh, I was gonna say those first two games were first two matches were so good though.
Yeah, they were.
Like-
Yep. Yeah, they
I
were
was tempted
tightly
to say that the
navigated.
league was won after those two.
Yeah, with the
Just for the feel good moments. Yeah. The
Profane
Target
Tutor
attack, lethal.
tutoring up Inquisition of all things, beating exactly Fatal Push, which I think was their only out, and then Creeping Tar Pit getting over the line. Moral victory.
With the
Secure.
beautiful. Oh yeah.
Yep. So, I guess with respect to the wrap up as a whole, we've kind of talked about it throughout the league. That was about as bad as it gets with like combined variants. Like we had some mulligans, we had some flooding, we had some screw that we got extra punished for, like beyond just normally being only single spelling, maybe a card or two stuck in hand. We got punished above and beyond that. So on the whole, I think that was by far the largest factor here. As soon as we saw the absolute top 2% of prowess progressions out of Aspiring Spike, it was that was our fate sealed, and not in the good Jace type of way. So I don't know if we can read too much more into this, but anyone who'd like to, do you guys have any thoughts on maybe prospective changes having played through 5 matches with this one?
I actually think Damnation in the board for like there were a couple times against elementals and stuff. It would have been good as a tutor target too, but maybe.
Yeah, you're right. And in general, the thought of that makes me just think of like Dan's more controlling template as well, because when you're on a mid-range deck, like we do have one tutor, and we do have the ability to use these cards as they come up with one-ofs with a diverse sideboard, right? But being on a more controlling deck and a more tutor-oriented package, maybe, even if we don't play more tutors, we'll just take the game longer more often and get more value out of the card selection. I think if we find ourselves wanting like a lot of different cards, maybe that's the next avenue to explore. I'm not sure, but
right.
Yeah.
I have a number of suggestions and improvements and things I would change, but we can go over those in the deck tech in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. All right. Sounds good.
Nice.
Next month. That I think I know what that's about. So that'll be cool. Yeah, we'll go back to the drawing board lots of different directions you can take the deck. We did, I think, see a couple, to be fair, systemic issues with Sultai that were not simply down to variance. Like, you are playing a 3-color mid-range deck that is not red. So we don't have the fastest clock, and we don't have the highest density of removal. That's going to be a thing even when we're firing on all cylinders. I don't know that I loved the Jaces here that much. Like, that's another systemic thing where it's like you're probably supposed to play at least one. He's just never been the very best mid-range card. And then we have the, like, unfortunately, we see how much better Shardless Agent has made Living End, for example. And then we see here where it can be really good, but we can also have way too many of these types of cards to draw. At the end of the day, though, I think those issues are able to be overcome. I don't think this is going to be a Tier 1 strategy, but I think it's a good Tier 2 strategy, and I think we're close. We just got pretty unlucky. But the systemic issues are still something we need to kind of bear in mind and resolve. Any other thoughts you guys have? I will take that as a no. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Well said, Grim.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Guy and Dan, for joining us here. And thank you, of course, above all, to Ben today for your first ever donation league, my friend, for all you do for the channel, for your generous support. Thank you again to the patrons we shouted out early in the deck tech that seems like it was 5 hours ago, but I think was only about 2.5. D.A. Binder, Mackenzie Milton, Thomas Reed, thank you all so very much. Let us know in the comments below what you guys are doing if you're having as bad luck as we had today, or if you're having some hype moments like we had today, or the direction you're taking the list, any and all of those concerns. One thing that occurs to me that I'd like to say just before we sign off is we also teched, I think, correctly in the direction of newer MH2 stuff. Like, a lot of our sideboard slots are either dedicated to or multi-purpose with in mind some things that we mentioned in the beginning, like Affinity, Scales, Asmore, etc. We ran into a little bit bad matchups overall, and a lot of older stuff that we just, like, if we had a pre-MH2 sideboard, it would look different. We might have a little more juice. So a few things lining up against us. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. And I will talk to y'all soon. We'll have more gameplay coming up. I don't know. Probably before the week is over. We'll see. And until then, take care.